What exactly do you think you're doing, Miss Wings?
I'm leaving. I failed. I'm finished.
You're finished? Get in the car. You're finished when somebody says you're finished.
Tess, you were there. The only person who can help Chicory Creek.
Am I to understand you're giving up? Is this a giving up speech?
Well, yes.
Get in the car. The cavalry's on the way. And here they come. Get in the car. Hold on to your halo, baby.
Angels in a trailer?
Humans.
Humans are going back there to finish my assignment? Oh, this is so humiliating.
Now, you just get your wings straight on this one. There's been no failure here. You did your very best. But sometimes people just don't pay any attention. But that's no excuse to give up. The Lord will just handle it in a different way. Inspire these folk up ahead to save Chicory Creek and maybe help themselves in the bargain.
The people in the trailer?
They have no home, hardly any money. And uh-oh, no gas.
What's the difference between the United States and America?
What'd you say, Dinah?
What's the difference between the United States and America?
That's the United States of America.
I know I'm not a baby. So what's the difference?
America's what the United States used to be before they screwed it up.
Mom, Josh is being cynical again.
It's his opinion, Dinah.
The difference in the United States and America? There's no difference, honey. It's like the difference in blackjack and 21. 21 sounds nicer, but you're still losing money.
Think we can get there by morning?
Maybe, if we push.
But we're gonna have to push.
How much we got left?
Not enough for breakfast.
Well, Mama says old Doc Rogers still gets up 6 o'clock every morning and fixes pancakes.
When I meet that man, I'm gonna kiss him and wash his dishes.
What kind of a man gives a job to a total stranger and takes in his whole family, no questions asked?
A kind one. They still exist. Patty told me that Doc has been carrying a torch for her since 1947. I wonder what happened.
Mama probably hit him in the head with it. Come on, y'all, let's go. Everybody back in the truck.
Okay, we're on our way.
Yeah, look at that. End of the road, still plenty of gas left.
Hey, hallelujah.
Sort of.
This is your grandma's hometown, kids.
According to my calculations, we put enough gas in the car to get to Chicory County. We've gone 5 more miles than that.
That's real fascinating, Brain.
Something's going on at the church.
Looks like a wedding.
That's where you were baptized, Russell, remember?
No, Mama, I believe I was 4 days old at the time.
There's Doc Rogers' house down there at the corner.
Gonna be close.
Come on.
Please.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on. Everybody, help. By golly, we almost made it. Next time, Donnie, you'll have that mileage figured out right down to the teaspoon. At least this is the last trip we'll have to take for a long time.
That's what he thinks. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Maybe he's out on a case. The old goat still makes house calls.
Hope he still makes pancakes. Hey, Dad, might want to put this on your fix-it list there, huh?
Joshua, get off of there.
Thought we were gonna live here.
Josh.
Doc Rogers is kind enough to let us live with him. We should make the effort to avoid dismantling his home.
That means don't poop in your own cave. Come on, you old fool!
Mama, what about that wedding?
We can't just walk in on a wedding. I mean, everybody'd be so excited to see me after all these years. I'll take all the sparkle off of the bride. Oh, then again, there's no harm in walking down there and waiting till they come out. Catch Doc Rogers before he starts hitting the punch. Keep an eye out for Joe.
What's Uncle Joe like?
Everything your daddy used to be, only funnier.
Daddy says he's a ne'er-do-well.
Joe did some things well. Never quite the right one, poor baby. He'll do well just to show up, I expect.
I don't see any basketball hoops.
Do you think your brother will really come?
I don't even know if our letters have caught up with him. Even if he comes, old Joe will just catch us up on the last few years and drag himself through a week's work before he takes off again. If he does come, it won't be for the work. It'll be for Mama.
Hey! What's in the box? So, what's in the box?
Research.
What?
Surveys, observations, opinions, articles, organized by subject.
Are you a kid?
I turned 13 on Friday at 4:42 p.m.
What you doing around here?
We're gonna move in with Dr. Rogers. My father's going to build commercial property for him.
That's stupid.
Yeah, well, what does your daddy do?
I can't tell. He works for the CIA, and it's a secret.
Well, if it's a secret, then how do you know?
Funny music for a wedding.
You smell that?
I don't smell anything.
There's no factory here. My throat doesn't hurt, my eyes don't sting. That's one thing I didn't mind leaving behind. The company probably did us a favor by closing down.
Well, remind me to write them a thank you note just as soon as I can afford a stamp.
Well, it won't be long, honey. We made it this far. It's all smooth sailing from here on.
Russ! 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 Russell!
Doc Rogers is dead?
So I guess this means no pancakes then, huh?
Shut up.
You're looking wonderful, by the way, Erasmus.
You haven't changed a bit, had it?
Thank you, Erasmus. This is my son, Russell, my first boy. And one that's working for Doc, or not working for Doc. Oh, my Lord, son, you've lost 2 jobs in 1 month.
Russell Green, sir. Nice to meet you.
You have a handshake like your brother?
You saw Joe. Was he here?
Joe came and went, I'm afraid. But Thursday after Doc died, he took off.
Didn't want to stick around to see the family fall apart, huh?
This is a setback, Josh, not a disaster.
Doc was really looking forward to you people coming. You know how he was. He showed me all his plans for that little clinic office building of his. And then, Tuesday morning, keeled over in the barber shop. I hate to see a man die with unfinished business.
So where are we gonna live?
Who knows?
Well, I'm sorry to say it, but looks like you all made the trip for nothing. You're welcome to pull your trail into my yard tonight. Rest while you get ready to go back.
There's no going back, Mr. Jones. I lost my job when the factory closed down. We spent all of our money getting here. We'd be grateful to park our trailer in your yard if we could just afford the gas to drive it there, but we haven't got it.
Well, I got some good news for you. You don't have to worry about the gas. My house is right there, right across the street.
Mother! Mother! My suitcase, it's gone. He stole it. I know he did. That weird little boy was under the window and...
Did he say that his daddy worked for the CIA?
Yeah, he's a thief and a liar.
Now, calm down, Don.
You can't be far. Nathaniel, get yourself out here and bring that suitcase. I got some people I want you to meet. You come out. Go back to the house. I'll make some pancakes.
Yeah! Come on, kid, let's go, Nathaniel. It's pancake time.
Nathaniel, come on out of there. Come on. Your brother Joe left something behind when he took off. Nathaniel, this is your Uncle Russell.
Oh, man. Well, welcome to the family, kid.
Lord, we thank you for this food. From thy hand, may we be fed. Give us this day our daily bread. And thank you, Lord, for Erasmus and his hospitality. Amen.
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 Nathaniel, would you like to pass the syrup? Thank you.
Mighty thoughtful of the Lord to keep you alive, Erasmus. He spared the one friend I have in this town that can cook as good as my mom did.
That's because my mama taught your mama.
So, Nathaniel, we just want you to understand from the start here that you're family. See, because your daddy's mother is my mother, too. And Dinah and Josh are your cousins.
I know what cousins are. Butter?
And your Aunt Claire and I are gonna take good care of you until we can catch up with your daddy. Did he happen to mention where he might be going?
It's secret army business.
He thinks Uncle Joe's in the CIA.
He is. He said you'd understand.
He did mention a secret meeting with General Fitzsimmons, as a matter of fact.
That's the one in Denver.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Well, honey bun, we got loads of postcards from your daddy over the years, but darn if any one of them mentioned you. I guess he was saving you for a surprise.
That was kind of a surprise to him, too.
Oh.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men.
And women.
And women. Deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. That to secure these
The consent of the governed. Think about that for a minute. What constitutes consent?
Majority rules.
There you go.
Mom used to be a teacher. She'll probably teach you too now, until we find a school to go to.
Not me. Especially you.
That company in Carolina is supposed to start mailing my severance checks here every week, care of general delivery. That and my military disability ought to keep us going. Careful. As soon as I can cash that first check, I'm gonna pay you back.
No rush. The check's gonna have to spread pretty far, especially now that you've got an extra mouth to feed.
Yeah, well, that secret army business. I think Joe's headed to a veterans hospital in Denver.
Well, I spent some time there myself at Fitzsimmons after the Korean War. Excuse me for saying it, but your brother's head is messed up something awful.
Well, he gets real depressed, and he'll check into a vet's hospital somewhere. And then he gets real antsy, and he hits the road again. Hardly been in one place long enough to make dinner, let alone make a baby.
Well, he did. The boy lived with his mother for 6 years. Joe said he found the boy living in a cocktail bar, waiting for the girl to get out of jail. Joe gave the girl $50, got her to sign some papers. Then he and the boy been traveling on the road for the last 3 years till they got that letter from you and he showed up here.
Joe's not a bad guy. Shoot, before I met Claire, I probably broke more noses and bar windows than he ever did. Matter of fact, last month when everybody got laid off, I put a chair through the door of the employees' lounge. Don't tell Claire.
Hey, you green boys lives a while years.
Oh. Ooh.
It's a wonder either of you is alive at all.
Well, Claire says it's angels looking out for me. I say it's Claire. But Joe, he never wanted anybody looking out for him. I was kind of hoping we could all get together here. But 3 years, that's about his limit. I guess it's just time for him to go crazy again.
Well, he sure did. You know, maybe it's the thought of seeing your mother that pushed him over the edge.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Erasmus said we could sleep inside.
I think we better start getting used to this.
It's going to be Donna's birthday in a couple of days.
Erasmus loaned us $100. When that check comes in, I'm gonna have to pay him back out of that.
It's her 13th for us. We got to do something.
Well, how much is it gonna take?
Well, I saw a Salvation Army on the way in, and the grocery has a half-off sign for expired goods. Say 20?
Well, I'll go check the post office first thing in the morning. Maybe I can pick up some work.
I wonder if they need a teacher here.
They barely have a school here.
Okay. So, what should we do, huh?
Well, the only reason we're here is because Mama got us a job. Guess the only thing to do is to go someplace else and find another one.
Well, we can't go back home.
I know that.
I'm sorry.
This might be a good time for one of them prayers of yours.
You could try, you know.
I don't know. Doesn't seem quite right meeting somebody for the first time with my hand out to him.
That's usually what it takes.
We'll check on the kids.
Think of it. Nobody ever writes songs about United States the Beautiful. It's always America the Beautiful. Land of the free and the brave. Though it's usually the free and the brave doing the singing. I appreciate your staying behind, helping me with these carrots.
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of Mom's way of keeping me here while they shop for my birthday. Shouldn't take too long. What did you mean yesterday when you said Doc Rogers died with unfinished business?
Dinah, do you believe in angels?
We must climb a great high mountain to reach God's gracious kingdom. In His word you'll find the strength if you will just believe them. You don't have to move that mountain. Just help me, Lord, to climb. You don't have to move that stumbling block. Just show me the way around.
Evening.
Claire makes up these real beautiful prayers. Mama kind of yells at you.
And, I had hoped to at least be wearing breeches when you and me got serious, but, well, my wife's always saying that the Lord will meet you wherever you are. Just look where I am. I love my country. I love my family. I love hard work. I do. I'm not exaggerating. I do. And I followed all the rules. And I did my best. And it all just fell apart anyhow. And I just can't figure out what went wrong. Maybe it's some big problem with me, or maybe it is just as simple as old Doc Rogers just keeling over in the barber shop there. I don't know. I just... But if you'll just tell me what to do now, I'll do it, sir. I will. And, wherever my brother is tonight, please, sir, take real good care of him. Appreciate talking with you.
You were right.
Yep, we found our man.
I got it all.
It's like covering.
Daddy, can we talk to you?
Sure.
Mama, too.
Yeah. Been trying to find that rattle for 2 years. Never had time before.
In the first place, this is not my idea. So I don't want you to feel obligated.
Daddy, Doc Rogers died with unfinished business.
Donna, that's really none of our...
He saw an angel, Mama. A real honest-to-goodness angel. From heaven.
Doc Rogers saw an angel. Like Gabriel.
No. She was a big, tall woman with dark eyes. Doc said she looked something like my Aunt Georgia. But she was the second one. The first angel was short and spoke funny, Scottish or something. And Doc said they came to help him save Chicory Creek. But I guess he dragged his feet or something because...
Skip to the part about New York.
Well, the days of our town are numbered, I'm afraid. You can't keep a little place like this going without a doctor. But there was a little girl who grew up here, real smart. Chamber of Commerce got together, gave her a scholarship, sent her to college 17, 18 years ago. She went to New York, got to be a doctor, and never came back.
Wonder what she was thinking.
So Doc was going up north to talk to the lady in person. Get her to move into this clinic that he's gonna build.
Well, Erasmus, I'm real sorry about all this, but I don't see what it has to do with me.
Daddy, don't you see? Everybody else is too busy, but you can go because you don't have a job.
Well, Erasmus, I appreciate you thinking about me, but I don't think so. Come on, son, let's get back to the car.
Way to go, dummy.
Donna didn't know what she was saying.
I know that.
But she was telling the truth. We are just sitting around waiting for a check to come in the mail. And we haven't talked about what happens after that. We can't because you're too busy blaming yourself for something that is over and done with. Nobody's blaming you, Russ. Nobody's blaming you for bringing us here, for getting laid off, or counting on a job that died with Doc Rogers.
Oh, I feel so bad.
Because you're wasting time and you know it. And until a moment ago, there was nothing you could do about it. But maybe there's a reason we are sitting around here in the in-between like this. If you could do something that makes a difference to somebody, why, that's never a waste of time.
That doesn't make any sense.
None of this does.
Well, I've never been to New York.
You never had a reason before. We'll be right here when you get back.
Round trip ticket to New York.
All right. Oh, y'all take care of each other.
Hi, Dad.
Bye-bye.
She's Dr. Rebecca Cousins, 65th and Madison. And I thought she might like a jar of my peaches.
Well, she's gonna have to fight me for them.
Would you do me a favor?
Yes, sir.
I don't expect Rebecca to want much to do with us. But if you get a chance to actually meet her, tell her her daddy loves her.
Yes, sir. You mind if I sit down one? I got 2 sandwiches here. Can I offer you one of them?
Oh, no, but thank you. You go right ahead.
Believing in angels, but seeing none, he borrows their wings instead and walks out to meet his saving grace at the end of the road.
Dr. Fleischman, he used to be in 309.
He's in 602 now.
Oh, they should put a sign.
Yes, Mrs. Crampton.
No.
You came all the way from Chicory Creek to bring me a jar of peaches.
Nope. Got me in the front door, though. That was from your daddy, by the way. He said tell you he loves you very much.
What can I do for you, Mr. Green?
Well, Doc Rogers died last week. Before you got a chance to discuss something with you. And, well, they need a doctor down there pretty bad. And they were thinking that maybe you might be willing to come home and practice.
You're joking.
No, ma'am. Chamber of Commerce paid for the bus ticket. They're serious.
Oh, so now they think it's payback time. Why would I ever want to go back there? I broke my butt to get out of that place.
You mind if I ask why?
To get ahead.
Of who? Everybody else?
Yeah, that's kind of the point. I am living the American dream, Mr. Green.
Oh, you're living some kind of dream, all right. Those folks had a dream, too, you know. Back when they got together and sent you to college. They wanted to make the world a little better, not a little prettier.
You have no right to walk in here and insult me and my profession.
No, ma'am, I don't. I'm sure there's lots of folks better off with one of your new noses. But you? Now, your daddy's profession was pumping gas and fixing cars. He spent 30 years washing people's windshields and changing their oil, making sure they had enough steering fluid and that their brakes weren't going to go out on them. And I'll bet you he has saved a lot more lives than you ever have. No, you're not living the American dream, lady. Your daddy did. Because he made a difference. Right now, all I see you making is money.
Okay, you have to be there.
I didn't take the trip. I just lost the ticket. I had it in my back pocket. I had it just before I walked into that elevator.
Just go on, pal. You don't put nothing in your back pocket in this city. I'm sorry. No ticket, no seat.
I've got $19 and I can pay you the rest of it just as soon as I get there.
That $19, that'll get you about as far as Henson on this bus. You can take it or leave it.
Where you heading?
I'm trying to get back to my family in Chicory Creek. But I just had enough to get to Henson.
You were going home and they wouldn't give you credit till you got there? That's a shame. Strangers used to help each other out.
Not anymore. Doesn't pay to try to help anybody anymore.
Bad day in America, huh?
I'm sick of hearing about America. No America anymore for people like us. It's just the United States of greedy people trying to get richer quicker than the next guy, and they'll step right over your dead body to get there. Just one great big get out of my way highway. And man, if you are too stupid not to cheat and steal to get ahead, then you deserve what you get. I tell you, if I had the money, I'd move my family to some little island or some place. I'd leave this country like that.
Like that, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
No looking back?
No.
Well, I suppose you could pack up and say so long to the United States, but still, you take America with you wherever you go. You want to leave America behind because you think it's left you behind. You want to see what America really is? Hello? Excuse me. Hello? This young man is trying to get home to his family, and he's only got enough money to take him part of the way. Now, he's a good man. He's not going to spend this money on anything but a ticket to Chicory Creek. Now, does anybody have a bag or a hat or in... May I use your nice hat, sir? Oh, thank you so much. Now, he's going to have to get off at the next town unless we all decide to do something about it. And I know I don't want to tell his babies that we left their daddy behind in Henson because we spent the money on donuts in the bus stop instead. Will you help me?
Well, she's here.
Yeah. Will you show the kind of people your mama's raised, or have you forgotten? Thank you so much. Oh, how wonderful. I appreciate this so much. He does too. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No tengo dinero. No money.
Thank you very much. Praise the Lord. God bless you. Thank you very much. Now we have $46.25. How far will that take him, Mr. Driver?
All the way home.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Now, that's what America really looks like. It's all right.
For Chicory Creek, Union City, and points west at 6 a.m.
All the way to Chicory Creek. You getting off here?
Well, it all depends on what happens in the next 5 minutes.
I just wanted to say thanks. You were an answer to a prayer.
I know. And you ought to pray more often. You pray some real good ones when you get around to it. That one in the cemetery was particularly effective. And he liked the one when you were 16, too. Well, what did you think? That they just floated up, and away like balloons? God is very aware of you, Russell.
How?
Don't worry about it, honey. It's all gonna make sense to you in a second. Now, about that first prayer of yours.
I don't remember a prayer.
Oh, sure you do. Back in the 60s, the van, Route 66, looking for America. Well, it's time. The time is now. Now, you're gonna run out of gas every once in a while, and the road's gonna be a little bumpy, but God says it's time.
The old van. My God.
He is your God, and he sent me to remind you of that. You know, Russell, you've got a really good heart. But every once in a while, you put your faith in all the wrong things. God loves you. He loves your family. He loves your brother Joe. And he loves all these people whose lives you're going to touch when you get out there on the road like you've always wanted. I'm an angel, and you got about 3 minutes.
I believe you. Now, I must be out of my mind, but I believe you. But that prayer, that was a dream I had when I was a kid. I can't take my family on something like that. Now it's
irresponsible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Short-sighted.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Immature.
Yeah, and this can't possibly be the right time.
Well, now let's see. Your children are going to be grown and gone before you know it. Your mother's not going to live forever. Your wife and kids have not had any quality time with you in 10 years. You got a nephew that thinks the CIA stole his father. You got a brother wandering around all over creation needing his family. You don't have a job to keep you in one place, and you don't have a mortgage to pay. I'd say this is exactly the right time, Mr. Green.
All aboard.
Well, I have to...
Right on time. Check him.
Hallelujah. Sorry, Erasmus.
You did your best. She's not an easy woman. But maybe the trip did you some good.
You had no idea.
Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, good girl.
No, presents come first. And this is the first one. Salvation Army Special. The blouse is a present from your mama and your daddy.
And your grandma customized it.
And Erasmus contributed the buttons.
Oh, thank you. I love it.
I'm so glad.
And this is for me.
Thank you. Oh, it's beautiful. How did you pay for this?
I filled in for a box boy down at the grocery. Ow.
Oh, yuck.
Oh,
yes,
yuck.
indeed.
Right.
Happy birthday, honey. And then I said something about her coming back here sooner or later, and people with new noses going to her funeral. Poor lady, I gave it to her with both barrels. Called her a coward, too, I think.
I wish I could have been there.
So did I. You were right. I'm glad I went. Donna would have been in heaven. I must have passed 100 bookstores. Now, you know, I think some of them people were happy living there, but that doctor, I knew just as soon as I looked in her eyes she wasn't. Done her a world of good come back home. But she didn't.
Not yet. But I didn't marry you the first time you asked either.
No. That took some praying. You know, I stood right over there the other night and actually prayed for something.
I know.
Believing in angels but seeing none, he borrowed their wings instead and went out to meet his saving grace at the end of the road. And I think maybe I did meet something out there. What's the difference between the United States and America?
Well, you need to ask Dinah.
America is the best part of us. It's what's left after taxes and war and violence. And they're about made us forget who we are. Sparky wants to keep trying to be a good neighbor. I met my neighbors on that bus last night, Claire, and I was ashamed. Because after everything that's happened, I'd forgotten how to be one myself. So I think maybe we shouldn't just sit around here waiting for them to come to us. Maybe we ought to go on out there and meet them at the end of the road, wherever that is. Yeah.
Dad has a weird look in his eye.
Bus lag.
You are so dumb and not funny.
Mother and I have been talking, and I think, well, what we want to do is buy ourselves some food, put some gas in the car, and move on.
Where?
Doesn't matter. Now, look, I can't explain all this to you right now, but something is telling me that we are not stuck here or any place else, and that home is wherever we are, and we can do some good wherever we go.
What do you mean, wherever? Children need roots.
We've got you, Hattie. You remind them where they've come from, and I'll work on where they're going.
Now, we'll get one of those permits for Claire to school the kids. People do that all the time, and we'll just go. We got a house right out there in that trailer.
Now, hold your horses. Darn it. Where are we going?
America. We're gonna go see America. Mama, do you remember when I was 16 years old and me and Andy Barnhouse wanted to fix up an old van and just drive across the country?
To find yourself.
And I never did it. I kept talking about it, and I wound up in the Mekong Delta. And after that, it just turned into one of those things I was always gonna do, and I never did. Mama, I got sent all over the world. And I've seen the worst it has to offer. Well, now I want to see the best. It is still a free country, thank God, and we got the right to go see it. And now I got the time and the people that I want to go see it with. And I can't explain this, but I think it's what we're supposed to do. With the amber waves of grain and the purple mountains, and Mama, what is in Alabaster City anyhow? I want to see one of those before I die.
Any chance we could stop off in Nashville?
Sure. Maybe we can leave you there.
Erasmus, would it be too much of an imposition to ask you to forward our checks?
You just tell me where.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye. Well, what about me?
Well, Nathaniel, we'd like for you to come along. As a matter of fact, I think we're gonna need you. Because we're gonna be keeping an eye out for your daddy. And I was kind of hoping you could help me with the details.
Okay.
Well, let's get this show on the road.
All right.
Erasmus, thank you for everything.
Well, we'll be right. And if you hear from Joe, would you find out where he is and just tell him to stay put?
Will do. Something happened to you out down the road, didn't it?
Don't think I'm ready to talk about it yet, though.
No need. Just tell me, did it look like my Aunt Georgia?
Just like her. Thanks, Erasmus. For everything.
Don't you die on me, Erasmus.
I wouldn't dream of it, Hattie.
Doesn't matter where you sit, back seat, follows the front seat, we're all gonna get there together, and don't ask me where that is. Get in the car, close the door.
Take care.
I'm not promising anything, Daddy. Just that I ran out of peaches.
God bless him. You still think people can't do a little angel work every once in a while?
I think people like that could put us out of business.
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly, but I don't mind the help.
Where are they going, Tess?
It doesn't matter. God will be there when they get there.
I should take up jogging, Tess.
Jogging is just walking fast enough to be uncomfortable. Does he look like he's having fun?
Well, he's not jogging, he's running.
That's right, he's running away from something. But he might as well try to outrun his shadow.
Listen.
Oh.
Like a little angel.
And she sings like one, too. Present company accepted.
I'm not that bad, am I?
Her name is Melissa.
All right now, what's going on?
Melissa's not singing.
Why aren't you singing, Melissa?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Liar.
I was just listening to the voices.
Now, see, Randy, she was just listening to the voices.
No, not your voices. The other voices.
What other voices?
The ones I hear in my head.
Oh, that's enough now. Quiet. You know, Melissa, I thought you wanted to sing. Until you're ready to join the group, you and your voices may go and sit in the corner. All right, children, once again. 1, 2, 3, 4.
The poor child, she's hearing voices. Can we help her?
Help is on the way, but it may be the wrong kind of help. He may just run them both into trouble. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time I tell you I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
Wednesday, I had another nightmare. It's the same one, it's always the same one. And that sound, it used to be that I only dreamed about it, but now, even during the day when it's quiet, it invades my waking thoughts as well. It's getting to the point where I'm afraid to go to sleep, and I'm afraid to wake up.
I'm sorry, I tried to knock, but,
Yes?
I'm Monica. The university sent me.
The graduate assistant. But they told me I couldn't have one this year.
Well, maybe somebody finally realized how much you need one.
Adam Latowski. I hope you like children.
Oh, yes, I love them. Little ones and grown-up ones. Does this one belong to you?
That's Katie. I took that last year up at our cabin, or my cabin. Katie's mom and I aren't together anymore.
I'm sorry to hear it.
I'm sorry to say it, but we all have to learn to move on. And that sounds like my 10 o'clock. I hope you're ready to work. Monica? Mrs. Houghton.
Oh, yes, Dr. Latowski.
This is my associate, Monica.
Nice to meet you.
And you. And you.
This is Benjamin. This is Melissa.
Hello, Melissa.
Hi.
I bet you're wondering why you have to come and see a doctor. And you don't even feel sick, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm a different kind of doctor. I can help you feel better about things like your friends or problems you might be having in school and stuff like that.
But I don't have any problems.
Well, the best part about coming to visit me is the playroom down the hall. Monica.
There's some pretty fun toys in here, don't you think?
Yeah. What are these for?
Hey, those are my toys.
Andrew, what brings you here?
I'm still waiting for orders. But in the meantime, the doctor needs a painter, and apparently you need some backup.
I do?
So I'm told. Melissa, right?
Yeah.
Andrew. Now, Dr. Latowski thinks this wall here is really boring, so he wants me to paint something on it. But I don't know. Do you have any ideas?
Something to make him relax. He seems kind of nervous.
So a relaxing picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let me think about that.
Who is singing to her? Are these the voices of people that she knows, or are they characters from a book?
She won't tell me.
Well, Melissa is 7 years old. Her father is gone a lot on business. She has been the complete center of her mother's world. And then suddenly, a new baby arrives, crying, demanding, and getting everything that he wants. Melissa now has to compete for your attention. So she pretends that she's hearing voices. She can't describe them because she doesn't hear them. But she knows that even talking about them is unusual enough to get your attention. So she does, and it works. Here you are.
So that's all this is?
Well, I wouldn't underestimate sibling rivalry. I mean, in some cases, it can even pose a threat to the baby if the older sibling is angry enough.
Melissa keeps asking if she can be alone with Benjamin.
Absolutely not. Let me meet with her and see what I can determine. But in the meantime, do not leave Melissa alone with the baby. Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Melissa, are you having fun in here without me?
Yeah.
Can I play too?
We weren't really playing. We were just talking.
Oh, you were?
Well, Melissa has some ideas for Andrew for the wall.
Well, that's very good. Well, let's go with that.
Great, okay. Well, I have some paint to mix, so I'll be back in about an hour.
Thanks. I can take it from here.
See you later, Melissa.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, now, if you could paint anything on that wall, what would it be?
Is it my wall or your wall?
Pretend it's your wall at home in your room. What would it look like?
It would have shelves on it.
Okay. What would be on the shelves?
My dolls.
Oh, you have a lot of dolls?
Yeah, about 100.
Oh. Do they ever talk to you? Or sing? To you? Whose voice do you hear when you hear voices? Do you think maybe that it's pretend voices that you hear?
No, they're not pretend. It's real.
Nobody will be angry with you if you tell the truth, Melissa.
I am telling the truth. Is that why I'm in trouble? Because of the voices?
No, you're not in any trouble. We're just here to talk.
Don't you ever hear stuff nobody else can?
No! No.
Yes, dear.
Where's Mrs. Pulliam?
Mrs. Pulliam has been promoted to music librarian for the entire school system. It's a very important job, and I'm sure we're all very happy for her. I know she is. And now you have me until your principal is able to find a permanent replacement. Yes, dear.
When Mrs. Pulliam left,
Yes?
did she remember to tell you that Melissa's weird?
I do not accept the word weird as a description for anyone in this class. However, if anyone would like to be described as one who stays after school and cleans the erasers, please identify yourselves now. Uh-huh. All right. Let's do our warm-up. I want to hear the me. Me, 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 me. Just when is this little concert of yours?
In 2 weeks.
That figures. Okay, try it one more time. The me, the me. Me, 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 me.
Wait right here, Chris. Come on.
Looks like a nap time for you. Come on.
What are you looking for here?
Here we go.
A key.
You lay down there.
A code word. Something she might say or do.
Yeah.
To help me talk my way into her world.
Let's see. Here.
You know she's pretending to hear voices. It might help if we knew who she pretends those voices are.
Oh, you're awake again.
But what if she's not pretending? What if she really hears voices?
Then we have a serious problem.
Yeah.
I was wondering if it would be worthwhile observing Melissa interacting with her brother.
And putting her together with the source of her anger isn't the answer.
Sit on the chair.
But she talks to her dolls. Maybe she'd talk to a real one.
They've never left me alone with you before. But I'm glad. We've got lots to talk about. I don't remember being a baby.
Oh, here we go.
Cereal makes crackle sounds, and it talks to you.
This is a waste of time.
I wish you could talk to me. Because I'm starting to forget.
Forget what?
That's the hard part about growing up. They go away. Nobody else in class even hears them anymore.
Oh, my God.
That's the only thing I remember about being a baby, Benjamin. And that's what you've got to try and hold on to. Even though you're getting bigger, you have to keep listening, or they go away.
Who?
Sometimes I think I'm the only one who can hear them. But you hear the angels, don't you, Benjamin? Because you're still just a baby.
She didn't just say angels.
Of course.
Of course what?
She hears angels.
Well, she won't when we're finished treating her.
on there. Let's take a breather. I'm Clara. Sit for a minute. It's kind of late for a young lady to be out, isn't it?
I came to see the angels.
You think there are angels here?
Sometimes I can hear them, and this is the tallest place I know, so I figured maybe this is where they sleep.
Don't you know? Angels are there to be awake while you're sleeping.
Sometimes they sing to me.
You hear the angels? That's very unusual.
That's what everybody says. I guess people aren't supposed to hear angels.
No, it's just that it's unusual for someone your age to still hear them. But you hear them, though.
What do you mean?
Well, there are a lot of noisy sounds in the world, and the older you get, the more noise you hear. You know, grown-up sounds like school bells, telephone bells, televisions, radios.
And the dishwasher, it's really loud.
And the dishwasher, right. All those sounds, and kids forget about angel voices. But you haven't, have you?
That's what I told Benjamin. He's my little brother. He's almost 6 months old.
It's almost time for Benjamin to wake up and have his 2 o'clock feeding. I bet someone's going to notice that you're not in your bed.
Yeah, better be getting back.
Yes. Well, why don't I walk you back just to be safe? Hmm?
Okay. You know, you're the oldest person I've ever met. He knows about the angels.
I bet I'm the oldest person you ever met. Ever.
All right, Melissa. Tell me what you think it looks like. Just be honest.
It's an angel flying.
Mm-hmm.
And that's an angel, too. She's singing. So, why are you showing me all these pictures of angels?
Does it make you feel special to see angels?
Well, I don't usually see them. You were showing them to me.
So at school, in choir, you don't see angels?
No, I just hear them.
Well, how do you know they're angels?
I just know. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure. Tell me more.
You know how you just know something like you know there's God. You just know, right?
Do you?
Sure.
Because of the angels? Did they tell you that God exists?
Nah, everybody knows about God. Don't you?
Well, I'm interested in your ideas, Melissa.
You don't believe in God?
What would that mean to you if I didn't?
Oh, I think that would be very sad.
Melissa, would you ask your mom to come in here for a minute before you go home?
Are you going to show her the angel pictures?
Well, I'd like to tell her about them, yes.
Okay.
She seems in fine spirits today.
I realize that you're new at this. But you've got to look closer, Monica. This child is in serious trouble.
Because she hears angels? That doesn't seem like serious trouble to me.
Because she truly believes she's hearing them. And her mother informed me today that Melissa started sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking?
Yes. They got up for Benjamin's 2 o'clock feeding, and they found Melissa in the living room wearing her raincoat. Talking about a woman named Clara.
Clara?
Thank God they found her before she walked outside.
Yes, of course. This Clara, how exactly did she describe her?
She said, she was a
A kind grandmother with a nice, sweet voice who knew all about her angels. You see, now that everything that she's saying is being questioned, she's making up an ally to support her lying.
Well, what if she isn't lying?
Well, of course she's lying. Or more accurately, she's delusional. I hate to say it. We may be looking at a classic case of psychosis here. Melissa might be schizophrenic.
Oh, my God.
She met Clara.
Well, then, here's our answer.
Maybe for Melissa, but not for Adam.
I wanted to believe that it was an overactive imagination.
Why do you think the beliefs of children are any less real than the beliefs of adults?
Because they are children. And it's our responsibility as adults to provide them with our guidance, our protection. I want to get Melissa started on Thorazine as soon as possible.
Isn't there another way? Medication doesn't seem like the right answer.
Monica, do I need to remind you that you're here to learn? Schedule Melissa to come in here as soon as possible.
Well, you have an opening tomorrow afternoon.
No, I don't.
I didn't see any appointments on the schedule.
It's not a patient. It's my daughter's birthday.
Do you know why we've been going to see Dr. Adam?
Because I got in trouble at school for hearing the angels.
Dr. Adam thinks that maybe... He thinks that you would feel better if we made the angels go away.
Why?
Because you're not supposed to hear things like that.
I'm sorry.
He didn't do anything wrong. A doctor thinks that you should take some medicine to help make the voices go away.
Forever?
Yeah.
I'm going to miss them.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Do you remember Van Gogh?
Mm-hmm. What about him?
Oh, seriously disturbed dude, but, whoa, could he handle inspiration? Now, there was an artist.
What is your point?
It just seems a shame. I mean, by the time they're Melissa's age, most kids, they don't hear the choir anymore. But maybe she's going to be a great musician or singer someday. Maybe this is her inspiration. Now, Tess is handling the music part of this, right? Not you.
What is wrong with my voice?
No, nothing. It just seems that if you're going to be a part of this case, then you have something to contribute besides music.
I certainly do. I just wish I knew what it was. It's funny, isn't it? How Melissa is trying so hard to keep hearing something and Adam is trying so hard to drown something out, but what is it? What is it that he can't bear to listen to?
Maybe he's just a sensitive guy. He always has those earphones on.
Well, he's going to need them today. Children's birthday parties are anything but quiet.
Oh, he's going to a birthday party. Whose?
Katie's.
Katie's?
Katie. Katie was only 7, same age as Melissa. How did it happen?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I expected to be, but then I was pulled off the case at the last minute and somebody else handled it. I'd forgotten about it until you mentioned her name.
A child psychologist whose own child is dead, huh?
There are so many kids who really need his help. And all he wants to do is silence the one little girl who doesn't.
Andrew, have you noticed something funny about these humans? When life is easy, they love everyone, everything is beautiful, and God is good. But when a human's heart gets broken, suddenly the beauty disappears. The laughter of a child brings only pain, and the faith of a child is just a fire to be put out. How can a man with so much sorrow like that help anyone? And how many other children will he treat with his own broken heart?
Monica, I just remembered something. There wasn't an angel with Katie when she died.
Yes?
Melissa's mother just called. She started medication.
Good. Good.
May I speak with you for a moment? I think you're letting the loss of your daughter affect your judgment about Melissa's treatment.
My daughter has nothing to do with my work.
What will be left of this child if you destroy her faith?
She has faith in something that doesn't exist. Children are talked into believing in God and angels. And maybe it doesn't actually hurt them. But sometimes, when you have a child like Melissa who's truly ill, it only makes treatment harder.
I don't believe that Melissa is ill. And I don't believe that anyone talked her into believing in God. As a matter of fact, I believe that children are born with a natural faith in God, and it's adults who talk them out of their faith. Maybe Melissa's one of those remarkable children whose heart won't let go of what she knows, and whose ears can still somehow hear the voices of angels a little longer than the rest of the world.
Don't talk to me about what children can hear.
What do you think?
Get rid of the birds. I don't want birds!
Children! We only have a few days until the concert, and we have a lot of work to do. Places, please. And sopranos, I want nice, big voices today.
Hey, Melissa, wake up. Can you hear me in there? I think I'm hearing your voices, Melissa.
I don't hear voices anymore.
How come?
Maybe I never did.
Come on, let's start our warm-up. Melissa, Randy, come on.
The possible breakthroughs. The voices seem to have abated. With continued counseling and meds, I expect that Katie will no longer be with the angel. No. That, Melissa will no longer be with the, that Melissa will show continued improvement. That
I'm sorry, I tried to stop her.
My child doesn't laugh anymore, Doctor. She doesn't play, she doesn't smile.
She's adjusting to the medication. This is expected.
Her pediatrician thinks the medication might be unwarranted.
Yes, perhaps medication isn't the answer.
Monica, you're not qualified to second-guess my treatment.
She's right, the medicine is not working. You should have seen my daughter after school today. She was simply catatonic. Now, I want to take her off that medication.
It's not so simple. This is the process of finding the right dosage to keep her normal.
Normal? This is normal? And you may have taken her angels away, but you have taken her away too.
Just give me a little more time with Katie.
Katie?
I meant Melissa. Melissa needs time.
I know it's a little Van Gogh-y, but I just felt inspired. I just saw the trees, and then the cabin just came to me. I had to paint it.
No! No! No!
He keeps turning up the volume, but the truth is screaming to be heard.
I was inspired, all right. You know that cabin I was painting? That's where he's going. And I'm afraid of what he's going up there to do.
I'm here at the cabin. Nothing has changed. Nothing and everything. The door was still unlocked. Of course, why would I have stopped to lock it? I just can't stand the silence.
If all you can hear is silence, then maybe you're not listening hard enough.
Experiencing auditory and visual hallucinations.
You think I'm something in your imagination. You can't begin to imagine what I am, Adam. And the sad thing is, I wish that you could, because that's why God has sent me here. It's time to start imagining how much He loves you.
Appears to be some kind of stress-induced, religious, spiritual manifestation.
I am an angel, and there's nothing you can do that will explain me away. No drug that will make me disappear. And taking your own life, it won't bring her back.
Oh, God. Oh, God. She's gone. All I heard was that sound. Oh, my God, that sound. And she was gone. Tell me what happened. What happened to Katie?
Adam, I'm not here to stop you from taking your own life. That's a decision that only you can make. But I can show you what happened to your daughter. Do you want me to?
The leaves are so pretty. I just used them to decorate the table.
Oh! Are you in a marshmallow mood?
Daddy, you have to eat lunch first.
Hey! Who's supposed to be the kid? This is gonna be one of my super-duper fires.
Listen, birds! Daddy, wait. They're outside the fireplace.
What?
They must have built their nest up there.
Man, you have good ears. I didn't even hear that.
Daddy, you can't light the fire until they leave.
Katie, they could be up there for weeks.
So?
What about my marshmallows?
Daddy, wait right here. Daddy! Daddy! They're like little angels.
Adam, the sounds you've heard this year, the beating of wings, you can let them torment you, or you can let them bring you peace. But you've been looking for reasons instead of peace, and there will never be enough reasons to accept the death of your child. But God will always give you enough peace to live with it.
I could have stopped her. I should have been there.
No, it wasn't your fault. There's nothing you could have done. But there is something you can do now. You see, Adam, children are very precious to God. And no child ever leaves this earth without an angel alongside. God loves you, Adam. And He wants you to know that Katie is safe and happy. But there wasn't an angel with Katie when she died. There was an archangel. You see, angels like me, I work on individual cases, sort of one-on-one. But sometimes something happens, like Katie's death, where all sorts of people's lives are changed because of it, and it needs an archangel to coordinate, you might say. This one, her name was Clara.
Clara? Melissa's dream.
Melissa's friend, and the friend to all those children you couldn't give your best to since Katie died. And the truth is, most of them really need your help, and you have the skill to help them. You just lost the heart. And then there is Melissa, who only needed to be believed, and yet belief was the very thing you couldn't give her. Can you give it to her now, Adam?
So this is where you met her?
Mm-hmm. And she was standing right over there. Like that. Hi, Clara.
Hello, Melissa. Monica, nice work.
Thank you.
Katie felt no pain, Adam. At that moment, she saw only beauty. And she has seen only beauty ever since.
I bet Katie hears the angels all the time, huh?
All the time.
I stopped taking medicine, Clara,
I'm glad to hear that.
but I can't hear the angels like I used to.
Well, Melissa, you're not always going to hear the angels, but never stop listening to them. Sometimes you'll hear them in the trees, sometimes in the crickets at dusk, and sometimes you will hear an angel in the sound of hello. So never stop listening. Never forget that you once heard them. And someday, you will hear them again.
Who knows, maybe I will too.
I'm sorry I'm late, but I had something really important to do.
I know, baby, and it's all right. Go on, get up there now.
Did anyone ever tell you? You sing like an angel.
All the time, all the time.
Tis a gift to be simple, 'tis a gift to be free, 'tis a gift to come down where we ought to be. And when we find ourselves in the place just right, 'twill be in the valley of love and delight. When true simplicity is gained, to bow and to beg we shall.
Go ahead.
I can't.
That's not what he wants.
Clara, you know, way back when I was in the Angels Choir, my voice was...
Heavenly.
Yes. But down here, it's... Why isn't it as good here?
Because nothing is as good here as it is there. You know that. And when I'm in human form, I don't sing worth a darn either. We have gifts, Monica. Your gift is not music like Tess, and you do not have the gift of eternity that Andrew can bring. Your gift is truth. You speak it, people hear it, and it is the cause of great joy. God has seen your work, and he is pleased. Now go on and do what you want to do.
But I just sound so terrible.
So? He never said, make a beautiful noise unto the Lord. He said, make a joyful noise. All he asks is for your joy so that he may live within it. Now, come on. Celebrate this day with him.
Joyful, joyful, we adore thee, God of glory, Lord of love. Hearts unfold like flowers before thee, opening to the sun above.
Come on. All right.
Lucas, leave him alone, please. Please.
Move!
Come on. Leave him alone.
What are you still doing here?
I don't know. Seemed like the place to come back to ask why. Why did it happen? Why couldn't I stop it? Why didn't God?
Hold it right there, Miss Wings. We are not in the business of why.
Tess, you know, maybe I should go back to search and rescue. I was very good at that. Swooping in and pulling the human out of the raging river and dropping him on the shore. Or swooping by and catching the child just as the branch breaks, just as the car passes, just as the fire's about to break through. Or annunciations, you know. I was very happy doing those. Fear not. I bring you good tidings of great, great, great joy.
Oh. baby, there is great joy. Great joy. But God told us there'd be days like this, too. Days when humans behave so badly to one another, it's all an angel can do to keep loving them. But the good news is, that's all we have to do. How long you been a caseworker, baby?
2 years.
2 years. That's like the blink of an eye. Not even that. It's like that itty-bitty little twitch you get just before you think maybe you'll blink your eye. You gotta get a couple of centuries under your belt, Miss Wings, before you can develop a perspective on the human race.
I don't think I could ever understand something like this, Tess. Something so senseless, so random. And I'm beginning to think, maybe I wasn't the right angel for this job. Maybe someone with more experience.
There is random violence in this world, Monica, because the people have a choice. But God has a plan, and there are no random angels.
It was only 2 days ago.
A lifetime ago.
Have you reached a verdict, Madam Forewoman?
No, Your Honor.
Why not?
Because one of our jurors won't make up his mind.
Don't tell me who the problem is. Let me guess. Mr. Hawkins? Mr. Hawkins, open your eyes. Thank you. Would anyone care to remind Mr. Hawkins here who said the price of justice is eternal vigilance?
The price of justice is a good lawyer.
Sooner or later, Mr. Hawkins, you're going to have to make up your mind. Do you want to build things up or tear them down? Court's adjourned. Mr. Hawkins, I need to see you for a minute. Robbie, you checked out the video camera, but you never checked it back in. What's going on?
It's gone, man. It got stolen right out of my locker.
Robbie, the school board is not going to replace that camera. I need it back.
Like I care.
Another satisfied customer.
Hey, Phil. I think Robbie Hawkins stole our video camera.
You gonna turn him in?
Oh, I don't know. The kid just breaks my heart.
Wow. You went to a lot of trouble. Red, white, and expensive.
Well, I had a choice. Either spend the weekend with a beautiful girl out on the boat or turn my classroom into a courtroom. It was a no-brainer.
You see? This is why you live alone.
I do not live alone. I live with Allison.
Allison's your dog.
Uh-huh. So what's the point?
My point is, the kids don't care. Why should you?
I don't know. Come on, Allison.
Andrew, what are you doing around here?
I just finished an assignment. Just took home Mr. Perkins. He's the one in the red house down the street. Actually, the ambulance ought to be here pretty soon now, but...
It's too late?
Yeah. Oh, he is a really, really great guy. He was so excited. He saw the light. He started singing. What about you?
Well, that's my assignment down there. Mike and his dog, Allison.
Now, see, that's a problem with this job. I'd like to have a dog.
Mike's a teacher. He's one of those dedicated teachers who just needs a little encouragement. Keep going. It ought to be a snap.
Take this from the angel of death. Just when things look very, very easy, they can get complicated really fast. I guess that's one thing about this business. You just never know what's around the next corner. I mean, time could be running out, and you wouldn't even know it. What do you say I buy you a Frappuccino?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Lucas, if you're there, answer the phone. I really hope this means you're on your way, because I hate when you leave me hanging like this. My dad slapped me around this morning, and if I can't hang out with you and I can't go home, what am I supposed to do? Wake up. Better not be in jail again. Look, I know you're there. And on your way over, will you pick up some of those donuts? You know, the ones I like, the jelly ones. And you better hurry, because they run out of them at 10. Time's running out.
Time was running out, wasn't it, Tess?
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
You went here? Must be a lousy school. What? Why do you eat that crap anyway?
Calms me down.
You want to calm down? Take one of these.
I don't know. You think I ought to mix it with a jelly donut?
Just do it.
I was thinking about our tattoos.
What about 'em?
Maybe we should do it today.
All right, now, Mr. Hawkins, you've had 24 hours to deliberate. Are you ready to take a stand and cast your vote? Are you undecided or just unconscious? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is a hung jury.
That means I'm innocent.
It means that there's been a lot of time and expense wasted, and we have to start over, except we can't because we have to move on to the electoral process. While we're on the subject of wasted expense, please take note of the new video camera. This one is mine because I bought it with my own money to replace the one that was stolen. So I'd like you all to please try to hold on to this one, okay? Now, this particular model loads differently than the old one. You have to take the tape.
Mr. O'Connor, that's my tape.
I know, just sit down.
No, but really.
Candace, please, have a seat.
Hello.
Come in?
Mr. O'Connor, is it?
Yes.
I'm Monica, the student teacher.
The what? Hang on, class. Everybody be quiet for a minute. Hi. Listen, I told them I couldn't do the mentor program anymore, so this has got to be a mistake.
Oh, I don't think so. They were very sure.
Yeah, well, they're always very sure, but usually they're very wrong. All right, this isn't your fault. I'm sorry. Listen, come on. What's your name again?
Monica.
Hi, I'm Mike. Class, listen up. This is Monica. She will be student teaching. Try to find your best behavior and then improve on it. We were just talking about how this camera works, which we will do tomorrow. For homework tonight, answer the essay questions at the end of chapter 3. Mr. Hawkins, you and I are not through talking.
Yeah, whatever.
You see what we have to look forward to?
Mr. O'Connor, my tape.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sorry. Here you go.
Thanks.
Yeah.
He had it right in his hand.
I cannot breathe. I was just waiting for him to press that play button, and it would all be over with.
That was close. How to train your dog in 21 days?
Yeah, nobody has any respect for school property anymore. I'm almost afraid to look at this tape. The kids sure didn't want me to see it.
You sound a bit down in the dumps.
Oh, no. I have to look up to see the dumps. I've about had it with this whatever generation.
You seem to be doing just fine. And you look awfully good in this costume.
Oh, the robe. I forgot. I have to get this back to the drama department. Yeah, hang on a sec. Oh, no, the zipper's stuck. Nothing seems to work around here.
Here, let me.
Mr. O'Connor?
Thank you, Denise. Keep moving. No, I'll do it. It's just... Oh, fine. Look, my favorite shirt. It's perfect.
By coincidence, it's my favorite shirt, too.
Are you kidding me? You just happen to be walking around with a bowling shirt in your bag?
Well, they're so fun and colorful. I hear people wear them to play games in alleys.
It even says Barney.
But don't they all say Barney?
Look, Monica, I think you're really a nice person, and I would like to help, but to tell you the truth, I wish they'd assigned you to somebody else.
Mike, I was assigned to you not for what you can teach, but for what you can learn.
Yeah, well, I think I've learned just about all I can learn. Because the fact of the matter is, tomorrow will be my 20th year as a teacher. But although it's not public knowledge yet, it's going to be my last semester. Because I quit.
You should have gotten something smaller for your first tattoo. Just need to get one of those wimpy dolphins. I hate those. Hey. Stop picking at that.
It hurts. You didn't tell me it was gonna hurt like this.
What did you think it was gonna feel like? They stick on needles in your flesh. Hey, you dumb Danielle.
Oh, yeah? Well, Lucas only has 5 letters.
Ow.
I know you love me.
What do you want to do?
Eat.
Big surprise. You got any money?
You know I don't. I spend it all on tattoos.
Man, you're gonna keep me working till the day I die, woman.
Hey, give me some cream or ointment or something. Something for the sting. Right?
Yeah.
I can't believe this. You were really gonna shoot him, Lucas.
You stupid. You looked right at me. So.
You know, if you kill somebody and I'm with you, then that means that I kill him too.
Just shut it. Just eat another donut or something. I gotta think.
You know, I really hate it when you do this. Do you see any glass in this?
No. We gotta get a new car. There's a car. See that guy in the bowling shirt? Yeah, he's got a car. My dad wore bowling shirts. I hated my dad. Get in the car.
Here, just take it.
I said get in the car.
Look, you don't want to do this.
Dead or alive, man. Let's go. Let's go.
What just happened here?
Life just happened, baby. Somebody walked up and changed everything.
But it isn't supposed to be like this.
No, it isn't. But a lot of things in this world are not supposed to go on, but they do.
So what happens now?
I don't know, but you better be there when it does.
How about I just give you my wallet and my watch? You can take the car.
I didn't say talk. I said drive.
Yeah, but what do you need me for?
Just keep driving or I'll pull the trigger, man.
He's not kidding, mister. He's had a real bad day so far.
Do you want to die? Is that the idea? Hey, no screwing around.
Keep driving, Mike. You're not seeing things. I really am here. The reason that you can see and hear me while they can't is that I am an angel. I was sent by God.
You're crazy. Do not insult the guy with the gun, man. Do not.
What's happening? What's gonna happen to me?
Thinking too far ahead will just give you one major headache, all right?
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I won't leave you. I promise.
What do I do now?
Just take us home. Man, this place is a dump. Where do you keep the cash?
I told you I don't have much, but I do keep some in a jar on the shelf over there. I'll show you.
Sit down! Sit down!
You must be very careful, Mike.
Hey, look what I found. Ointment and a few other interesting RXs.
You shouldn't take those on an empty...
All right, grab the CDs. Arnie's giving us $5 a pop, please.
I'm sorry, I don't have any CDs.
This is great. Stereo's garbage and the VCR too. Where is the good stuff?
Hey, what's this?
Buy time.
It's my boat. It was my father's.
Where is it?
Lake Washington.
Hey, Lucas, can I have the dog?
No, you don't want a dog.
Yeah, I do. You get the boat, so I should get the dog.
All right. We'll take the dog. We'll take the dog.
Oh, she's the sweetest.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I've been needing a boat. Didn't I just say that the other day, Dan? Shut that dog up. All right, we're gonna get that boat, take it clear across the lake, make a quick sail, get some bus tickets, and get lost.
Seems to me they're lost already.
Seems to me you're lost already.
Oh, that's powerful. Powerful.
They're not stupid people, so why are they doing something so stupid?
You know, you're not stupid people, but what you're doing is stupid.
Lucas thinks I'm stupid. But he doesn't really mean it, do you, honey?
Yeah, I do.
Look at her, Mike. Look at her.
Who are you looking at?
Danielle?
Yeah?
Weren't you in my class about 3 years ago? Civics, 4th period? Miss Dawson.
Oh, that's really good. Mr.
O'Connor, Mike O'Connor, Civics.
Hi, Mr. Connor.
Shut up, Danielle.
Yeah, I remember you. You were real nice.
You were a good student. What happened to you?
Excuse me. Hello?
This is my old teacher, Lucas.
Oh, man. This day is just not working out.
Man, did you see how this thing zooms?
How much that thing cost you, man?
You got the 5-finger discount.
All right.
Yeah.
Woo! Hey, man, isn't that Mr. O'Connor's car up ahead of us?
Yo, man, that's not funny.
Hey, man, it is.
Hey, Mr. O'Connor! Get things down!
Danielle, you were there for 6 months, and all of a sudden you're gone.
I dropped out.
Why? You could be a senior right now, and then you could graduate.
Graduate and be what? A loser in a bowling shirt? Crummy apartment, crummy stereo, no CDs?
He has a boat.
Oh, I have a boat. He has squat.
Don't give up.
I can't believe you would do something like this, Danielle. You've got so much going for you.
Shut up. He doesn't remember you, Danielle. He's lying.
No, he's not. I have a lot going for me. Had. Maybe I still do.
Of course you do. It's never too late. Remember that time in the assembly? You stood up in front of all...
Shut up!
Yeah, I remember. I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation. They won't be judged by the color of their skin, but by their character.
What is that garbage you're spewing out of your stupid brain now, Danielle?
That's Martin Luther King's speech. And I was the first one in Mr. O'Connor's class to memorize it. And he gave me this little glass pencil holder. And it was sort of engraved, and it said,
O'Connor's
All-Stars, yeah!
was an all-star, Lucas.
I don't remember seeing any glass piece of crap.
Got broke.
You're probably over your head by your daddy.
Keep her talking, Mike.
I remember you were under a lot of pressure at home, Danielle.
We're all under a lot of pressure at home, Barney.
Danielle, don't do this thing to me, please. I mean, the longer you keep me out here, the worse it gets for me. This is...
Shut up! Okay, just shut up! Right. Okay, just pull over. Just pull over.
Calm down.
Give me the keys.
Keys.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car!
All right, just relax.
Get in the trunk.
Oh, come on, please. You don't mean...
In the trunk!
Just relax, okay?
What are you doing?
Shut it.
God, Lucas, you have to do that.
What's it to you?
Nothing. He's a nice guy. I don't want to hurt him.
Oh, yeah? Well, you won't have to. I will. Danielle, get in the car! Danielle! Come on!
Oh, Andrew, no.
You better catch up. I'll be seeing you later.
No way! And why did you have to take the dog?
Because I have never had a dog before, and I really want a dog.
Between you knowing the guy and the dog, I've had it up to here, all right?
Fine. Just let me out, and I'll get out.
No, you're not going anywhere. And he's staying in the trunk.
Okay, we can do this. Just hold on. Come on. You can do this, O'Connor. God. Oh, please, God, help me. Help, dear God.
Shut up in there, I'll kill you right now!
Lucas, leave him alone.
Get back in the car, Danielle, now!
Hey, my dog! Hey, dog! Come back! Look what you did, Lucas. My dog ran away, and I never even knew her name.
Alice.
I'm going to get my dog.
No, you're not. You're staying here.
You can't make me.
Danielle! Where's that gun?
Mike?
Monica, is that you?
Yes, I'm here, Mike.
Oh, thank God. Open this up and get me out of here.
It'll just take a second or two. Hold on. I don't understand.
Wait. You said you were an angel and you can't open up the trunk?
I don't know. It's supposed to. I think it's supposed to.
Oh, God.
Maybe he left the keys. Hold on. Lord. What's happening?
Hey. Dog. Dog.
I don't know why I can't help him, Danielle. But you can. Why don't you?
Mr. O'Connor, I wish I could help you. You were the only man who was ever really decent to me. But you know, Lucas, I can't say no to that guy. He's not so bad. I mean, he doesn't hit me or anything. He got me out of a really bad situation. I just don't know what I would do without him.
Why me, Danielle? Why did you two choose me?
He didn't like your shirt.
Mike, I'm still here.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm praying for you, Mike.
Great. That's great. Well, guess what? It's not working. What kind of an angel are you?
I'm not really sure right now.
Maybe the angel of death.
No. I don't see him anywhere. That's a good sign.
Oh. Is it morning yet?
Almost.
20 years ago today, I taught my first class. I wonder just how many of my former students I've inspired to become murderers and dope addicts.
Mike.
Maybe this is a sign to just give it up.
No, Mike.
And the lights are going out, folks.
What about your camera? Do you have batteries for the video camera?
A miracle. God has sent an angel to help me find batteries. Praise God.
What's this?
Hi, Mr. O'Connor. Happy
This thing isn't supposed to have sound.
There are a lot of things going on that aren't supposed to happen, Mike. That's the mysterious tape. You know, the one you weren't supposed to see? Except I think you're supposed to see it now.
Wait.
So we heard you've been teaching for a while and stuff. So we decided that we'd make you this tape.
I just want you to know, Mr. O'Connor, out of all the teachers I've ever had, you're my favorite. For third period.
Didn't used to like history, but I really do now because you have made this class so fun. Even though you worked really hard and we gave you problems sometimes, you're the greatest.
Come on, Robbie, say something.
Why don't you just quit while you were ahead?
Oh, Robbie.
Mr. O'Connor, this isn't turning out the way I wanted, but I hope you know we really love you. And I just wanted to say, you know that Martin Luther King speech you're always trying to get us to memorize, I have a dream? Well, you gave us all dreams because you cared about us. And we'll never forget you. Happy 20th anniversary, and here's to 20 more.
Yeah!
I heard it, Mike. It's a miracle.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm gonna die. This is God's way of telling me that I did okay, but it's over.
I don't believe that, Mike. Maybe it's his way of saying that whatever happens, he's with you. And so am I. You know, before all of this happened, I was sent here to remind you that God loves you, that he made you a wonderful teacher, that your children need you and that you shouldn't give up. Well, I think that God wants you to hear that more than ever now.
He can hear me?
Yes, he can.
Our Father, who art dear God, I'm so scared. I'm so terrified. I want to live. But for the first time in my life, I know why I want to live. For my kids. But if I don't, then thank you. Thank you for my life.
Danielle!
What time is it?
Idiot! You got lost out there. There's no boats out there, pal. There's no boats. What do you think I am, stupid? Come on. All right.
Lucas, leave him alone, please. Please.
Come on. Move. Come on.
You didn't have to shoot him, Lucas. You didn't have to shoot him at all. We got everything we wanted.
I swear you got no brainwaves circulating up there.
I'm not stupid. Stop calling me stupid.
You are! You think he would just let us get away, Danielle? He knew you. He knew you were.
Yeah, he did. He knew me.
Hey, hey, hey! Just stop it! Just calm down, all right? Just stop it!
Step out of the car, please. Both of you.
Is something wrong, officer?
You've been drinking?
No, sir.
You were all over the road back there.
Just fooling around. Nobody else on the road. You know how it is.
No, I don't know how it is. You mind opening the trunk for me?
No problem.
Look, Daniel, look. What do you see?
Oh, God, he shot us. He shot us, Lucas.
Shut up, Danielle.
Who shot who?
He shot us shooting him. I didn't shoot him. Lucas shot him. He was my teacher. Oh, my God, he was my teacher. Look out, he has a gun!
Freeze! Don't move! On the ground now! On your knees!
How could this be right, Andrew?
It's not right.
What good is it being an angel? How can we help if we can't even stop something like this?
Sometimes we do.
But sometimes we don't. It doesn't make sense.
It does to God.
I couldn't even get him out of the trunk of the car. Now it's too late.
Even angels need words of encouragement sometimes.
I don't think words can help right now.
Sometimes that's all we have to give, baby. Words of hope, words that give life, words that sustain life.
I don't know those words, Tess.
Oh, yes, you do. Who knows? Maybe you were sent here to be his angel because this would happen. Do you realize there's nobody else to pray for this man? No one else even knows he's missing. You're the only one who knows he's in trouble. This is a time a man needs an angel most of all. To pray for him, to fight for him.
But
it's not our job to stop people from doing what they will. But God has a will too, Monica. And he wants you to use your gift. Use your words. If you want to help this man, now is the time to gather all the words you can find.
Please, Lucas, I beg you, for the love of God, don't do this.
No, Lucas, baby, no, come on, let's...
He dies. I got you on videotape committing a murder.
Are you so stupid to think you won't go to the electric chair for this?
You so smart. You fine.
Danielle, what exit number did you take?
I don't know. I didn't see. We turned left. We turned right.
Danielle, there are at least 30 exits off that highway going east. It would take us days to search them all. We got maybe hours if we're gonna save him. I need that exit number.
I don't know. I don't remember. I was so high. I don't remember. Oh, God. God, please. Please let Mr. O'Connor be okay. Please.
I want you to know that there's nothing to be afraid of. On one side, there's life. And on the other, there's life too. But I want you to hang on, Michael. There are a lot of people counting on you. You've even got some non-people counting on you. Yeah, I know.
Where's Mr. O'Connor?
We heard that they found his car.
Is he gonna be all right?
The police have no idea where Mr. O'Connor is, but finding him is very, very important. So if any of you have seen him since 3 o'clock yesterday, please come forward and speak with the police officers.
Robbie, man, we saw him yesterday.
No, we didn't.
Robbie, look, it might be on that tape, man.
If I tell him I got him on tape, I gotta explain how I got the camera. And I ain't catch no heat on no might be.
What do you think?
Well, I think you're gonna need this and a few choice words.
Thanks.
What do you want?
The question is, Robbie, what do you want?
What are you talking about?
Do you want to do the right thing? Or do you want to turn your back on someone who needs your help?
What do you know, huh? He ain't never gave me anything but a hard time.
Do you know what this is? Mr. O'Connor filled out this report on the stolen camera. Look here, where it says last person in possession of missing equipment.
Michael O'Connor? But he
knew you'd stolen it. Yes, he did. But that's the kind of man he is. He wanted to give you a chance to do the right thing. Now he needs a chance.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop protecting yourself, Robbie. If there's something on that tape that can help Michael Connor, then you walk over to that policeman. You hand him the camera that you stole, and you tell him to watch the tape. Take a stand. Take the consequences. Save your friend.
But he's not my friend.
Really? He was ready to take the heat for you. Why don't you take the heat for him now?
You know you got away with words, lady?
Out of all
all the teachers that I've ever had, Mr. O'Connor, you're my favorite one that I've ever had.
Even though we cracked up sometimes. You're the greatest.
Word.
But I hope you know we really love you. Happy 20th anniversary, and here's 20 more.
Yeah!
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary!
Volunteers, remember, we're covering everything east of exit 34. And stay in your lines. Mike, are you out there? No, Mr. O'Connor! Mike O'Connor!
Over here! This is Dawn!
He's still alive, thanks to you.
Will he be okay?
Well, he's lost a lot of blood, and the next few hours will be crucial, but...
Excuse me.
But he's going to be just fine.
I heard they stuck him in a trunk. And they shot him and dumped him in the woods. I mean, he must have been so afraid. Man, it's a miracle he held on. Lying in the woods. Dying all alone like that.
He wasn't alone, Robbie. He was never alone.
Hey, he's awake! It's gonna be all right.
Tess, I think I finally figured it all
I
out.
knew you would, Miss Wings. He will never leave us or forsake us.
He will never... What you knew all along. He will never leave us nor forsake us.
Not now or ever.
And he's never going to leave Mike, nor Robbie, nor Lucas, nor Danielle.
And you're never going to drive this car now or ever. I'll take these keys.
Oh, I could have told you that was going to happen.
But Tess, I have one more question. What about Mike's dog?
Uh-huh. Now, God will take care of Mike. Mike will take care of his dog. And there will be no dog hair, no dog bones, no dog poop in this car ever.
If you wait over here for Officer Johnson.
Okay.
Ready for a new assignment, baby?
Tess, how does anyone end up in a place like this?
Well, that's what you're here to find out. Where things went wrong and how to put them right.
But there's no way out of death row, is there?
Oh, there's always a way out of the prisons that people find themselves in, baby. Now remember, you have Andrew and me as backup while you're inside.
You're the journalist?
Yes. I'm Monica.
Johnson. No pencils, pens, sharp metal objects, or straps. Don't speak to or acknowledge nobody till you're told. All right? I've been here 16 years. Nobody but clergy ever allowed on the road before. You must have some serious clout.
Clout? Yes, I suppose I do.
That's the hospitality room.
Were they?
Executed. Well, they just transferred in your boy. He's a cop killer. Cold-blooded and hot-headed. No hope in hell for a monster like that.
There's no hope in hell for anyone.
Pull your hair back. Don't lean in too close.
Hello.
Told you no talking to anybody. Especially to Willis. His time is up and he doesn't need a journalist, he needs a miracle.
I don't want visitors. I want a damn watch.
Most guys get scared when they only have 4 days left. Not Willis. He just gets meaner.
Give me a watch.
What's the matter, Willis? You want to watch time go slipping away? Here we go. Luther, you got a guest. Meet Luther Dixon, the youngest inmate on death row.
When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
I'm Monica. I think you were expecting me.
How much chips you getting to tell my story?
Chips? I don't understand.
Well, won't you come a little closer and I'll kill you like I killed that cop? Shot him dead in the streets and watched the blood run out of him.
I thought you told the judge you weren't the one who pulled the trigger.
Get out of here, lady. No chips, no story.
I don't know what chips are.
Well, do you have a Snickers?
What?
Candy. Baby boy wants candy.
They give out candy to the kids in the juvenile hall. You've been in the juvie so much, Luther, your teeth probably all rotted. You're in with the big boys now, and you're never going to see candy again.
They have nuts in them, right? The candy bars you like, nuts and chocolate, kind of sticky.
You gonna talk to the lady or not, Luther?
Get her out of here, man. She must be crazy.
All right, let's go.
If you did have a candy bar in here, where would you keep it? Under your pillow, maybe?
You must be tripping or something. So do what you gotta do.
I need to ask you some questions, and I need you to tell me the truth.
And how you gonna know the difference?
The truth will get you another candy bar.
Yo, how'd you do that?
If you tell me the truth now, I'll tell you the truth later. Who's that?
It's my little brother, Samuel.
He must miss you very much.
I taught him what he needed to know. Got him courted on real good.
Courted on?
In the game. Look, you gonna listen to me or what?
How old is Sam?
About 11, 12.
And he's in a gang?
I mean, you in the set, you in the gang.
And the set is?
The hood, lady. Look, you wearing me out here, all right?
I'm sorry. So, everybody joins a gang because?
No gang, no respect. Gotta start jacking, you know what I'm saying? How else you gonna make the big grin?
There you go. Thank you.
Well, I am ready to get started.
You are one sorry-looking angel.
Tess, did anybody tell you exactly why I'm here?
Well, I figure the angel of death doesn't have too many options.
Well, no, but see, I've got some preliminary work to do that maybe you haven't been filled in on.
You do your job and I'll do mine.
Tess, I'm supposed to borrow
There he is. How much time do we have?
Just under 4 days.
4 days to change a generation? I guess that's why they call them miracles. Hey, you! Come back here right now! You bring that back here right now, you rascal! Andrew, my car! Somebody stole my baby! Oh, Lord, take me home!
Where's Dion?
He's gone. I'm here. What's it to you?
Just had a little business to do with him. What a bucket.
Oh, where's your car? Or do you just have a dashboard cover and no car?
And this thing needs some work. New plugs, wiring. Battery's no good.
How come you know so much about cars?
Brother Luther taught me before he got busted.
Oh, so Luther's in the pen, huh?
He's on the road. Youngest one ever.
Too bad Luther didn't stick to fixing cars. You know, I could use some help around here. What do you say, $5 an hour?
That's baby chips. I can make that in 2 minutes.
Stealing dashboard covers.
You need some protection on the street. You want to pay for that?
Samuel! Samuel, I told you to come right home after school. Where's your homework?
Why are you dumping on my kids? I'll get it done.
I want you home. Now. Where's Dion?
Retired.
We don't want people like you and him doing business around here.
It's not that kind of business anymore.
You just make sure it isn't.
You stole my car. You stole it and then you killed it. Will you look at this, the angel of death, and kill my car? That car was spotless.
And it will be again, too. I promise.
Ooh!
I promise.
Ooh!
Well, I was about 12 when I started jacking parts. And then me and the homies felt, you know, it was time for the bigger chips. So I started selling heats.
So you stole pieces of automobiles and sold them for money, and then you and your fellow gang colleagues advanced to buying and selling firearms?
Yeah, you know, I so miss my homies, though. I wish one of them fools would shoot me a kite.
Mama, write me a letter, Mama. I've been here 2 whole days and I'm so lonely. You're gonna get a lot lonelier, punk.
Yo, you better shut up, homie. I'm telling you, man.
Knock it off down there.
Shut up.
So has anyone sent you a letter?
No, but you know they oughta. Cause I got my respect.
No.
Do your friends still respect you now that you're on death row?
More.
Even Samuel?
Especially Samuel.
Even your mother?
It ain't her fault, all right? My mom's tried to stop me from doing the gangs and all that. But all the preaching in the world ain't gonna change the way it is out there on them streets.
You know, man is an adaptable creature. If you walk into a cow barn, at first all you can smell is manure. But after a few minutes, you don't smell it anymore. The smell hasn't gone away. You just get used to it. And that's what's happening in our neighborhood. How many times have you said to yourself, there's nothing we can do about them selling drugs on the corner? How many times have you seen a child breaking into a car and looked the other way? How many times have you heard a gunshot in the middle of the night and simply gone on watching TV? God wants us to do something about this. God wants us to take back our children. God wants us to stand up. God wants us to stand up. Stand up.
Are all your prayer meetings like this?
No, some are even more useless.
I don't quite get your meaning. Trusting God doesn't seem useless to me.
God doesn't live in this neighborhood.
So you're 16.
Youngest man on death row.
You think that makes you a man?
A dead man.
Shut up, Willis.
Yo, what's your point, huh? Huh?
Well, I suppose my point is that if your friends respect you and they want to be like you, that I'm afraid they'll behave like you, and one of them, maybe Samuel, will end up in here right next to you. Luther, have you ever really looked up to someone? Your father, perhaps?
My father's a dog. He had responsibilities. He had a family, but still he jetted out on us. That ain't no man.
My daddy wasn't no man. What was he?
Yo, man, I ain't even talking to you.
Well, I'm talking to you. And your daddy ain't the reason you here. You here because you a punk. No wonder he left you.
Hey, Willis, I bet you don't know the time. I do, though, because I got a watch on my wrist.
You got a watch? How come you... Hey, Johnson, how come he got a watch and I don't?
Back up. You don't have a watch, Willis.
Yes, I do. And guess what? Guess what it say? In 3 days, you a dead man. Do you hear me?
Luther, please.
Hey, check this out, baby boy. You're a new meat around here now, but I get you face to face, you're gonna be dead meat.
Luther?
Shut up, man. Hey, Johnson! Hey, Johnson, man, come get this white lady before I squish her head through these bars.
Back up. Both of you. All right, let's go.
You got a lot to say now, huh?
Back up.
You needed to shut your mouth, man.
Yeah, come on, shut my mouth.
Jeff gonna shut your mouth.
Those cars got alarms, Dre.
Can't live up to your big bro, huh?
I just said they were wired. Didn't say I couldn't do it.
Tonight.
Samuel Hill, am I gonna have to carry these all by myself?
I'm busy.
Man, don't be disrespecting your moms like that. Unless I say different.
Samuel, I'm making your favorite for dinner tonight, spaghetti. What do you think?
I got things to do.
What things? Does it have anything to do with Dre? Samuel, use a glass, please. Told you to stay away from Dre. He ain't nothing but trouble.
He's my road dog.
Keep that gang talk out of my house. Gonna end up like your brother Luther?
At least Luther's got respect.
Respect? Respect got him sitting on death row. I want you to live, baby. Sammy, where you going? Samuel, you get back here. Samuel, you hear me talking to you? Samuel!
Yo, Samuel. Man, I cannot figure out what's wrong with this thing.
It's worthless, that's what.
Yeah, well, besides that. Now look, starts up okay, and then it just dies.
Man, it's a dirty carburetor. Not getting any gas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, and I should have seen that. Listen, do you think that maybe you could...
Yo, Sam!
Could really use your help.
It's the white dude, man. You hang with 5-0?
Gotta handle some business.
Never thought I'd see you up in here again.
Well, here I am. To be honest with you, I don't understand you, Luther. I don't understand how anyone can kill a human and be proud of it.
Well, ain't nothing to understand, you know, it's too damn late.
But it's not too late for Samuel. He doesn't have to end up in here. But he might, because you're still his hero.
You know, Samuel's my boy, right? He got his stripes.
Stripes? Look, I can't understand you if you won't talk to me.
Fierce. Check it out. My pops had these scars on his shoulder, right? Like some cat clawed him or something, you know? And I remember him telling me that they didn't hurt half as bad as the other guy looked. The homeboys used to tell me my pops had all the stripes. He was hard. And when I was little, I was gonna be just like him, you know? But
he left you.
Shook the spot when I was a kid.
And he was your hero.
Next question.
Every time I try to talk to my boy, it pushes him further into the gang.
We gotta teach these children that life is the most precious thing they have, and they're wasting it.
Now, how am I supposed to teach him anything if I can't get him to come home?
We have to show them, somehow, that the gang is not their family.
That's right. A family keeps you from harm. It doesn't expose you to it.
If you've got a family left.
Protecting our children starts at home. We've got to tell them the truth, that gangs are death, not life. And we've got to keep saying it again and again until they hear us.
Preach on, sister.
Thank you, I will. Now, all of your plans, your neighborhood watch, your canvassing the streets, your treating the police like friends instead of enemies, all of that is fine. But it's not enough. We've got to fight these gangs, not with our fists, but with the power of God.
Amen.
What do you mean, we? You say we are not doing enough. How many jobs are you holding down? Well, I'm holding down 3 jobs. You're not from this neighborhood. My husband was, and he's gone. My oldest son was, and he's gone. My youngest, well, I'm losing him too. This ain't nothing but a bunch of talk. I'm sorry, but all your prayers are just a waste of time. It's all hopeless.
Well, if you think it's hopeless, why are you here?
My car.
Samuel, no! You let go of my child! Let him go!
Valerie, if you save him now, you won't be able to save him later.
Mama! No, Mama! God help him. God help my child.
So tell me about Dre.
Dre? No, we was riders. I did anything for him. He got me put on the set. Showed me what was what. You know that last job? Me and Dre did it together. He worked everything out, but it's always cool to have a rider like Dre on your team. 'Cause you'll never be lonely.
So where is he now?
All right, that's enough for now.
I'll see you tomorrow. I don't suppose this is a coincidence, father and son side by side like this.
A coincidence is when God chooses to remain anonymous.
I wonder how he got those scars on his back.
It was another violent night in the neighborhood a long time ago. He wasn't much older than his son is now. It was a stupid argument over a stupid piece of street.
You were there?
Oh, some of these cases go on for generations.
Tess, if you know Willis, then you can make him listen, and then maybe he can talk to Luther and...
I can't make him listen, baby, and neither can you or any other angel. All we can do is speak the truth, and you can do that as well as I can. People hear the truth in a whole different way. It has a sound of its own. God exists. God loves you. God wants to be a part of your life. Those are all true. And Willis's heart knew it then, but his ears didn't want to hear it. But we're running out of time now.
life of his own instead of dying on the streets. But it starts with you. It starts with truth. God loves you, Willis. And he wants to give you this chance to do something with your life before you lose it.
God loved me. He saved my life.
What do you think he's doing? Reach out to your son and tell him who you are. And be the kind of father you so desperately wanted to be when you first held Luther in your arms.
Time's up. Okay, Thompson, let's go.
Hey, old buzzard. Last piece of sky you ever gonna see, huh?
Come on, Thompson, let's go.
Thompson? Willis Thompson?
T-bone steak. Some scrambled eggs. Some greens. Pecan pie. And pepperoni pizza, extra cheese.
Anybody want to see? Minister? Friends? Family?
No.
He went to the store and never came back. Just like that, man. He was gone. Even know how many nights Mom's cried herself to sleep. You left us with nothing! Samuel's still in Mom's belly, man. She needed you. We needed you. You just jetted out on us, man.
What was I thinking? I'm sorry I let you know.
But you know what? I'm glad they gonna kill you tonight. Cause this time when you gone, ain't no coming back.
That preacher's been messing with us for too long, man. His time's up.
Man, you sure about this?
Man, I should have known your brother was the hard one. Won't you just...
I be just as bad as my brother.
Oh, yeah? You bad? You hard? Prove it. Right, boy. Strays up out of here, man.
Preacher's daddy's store. You just wait. He'll be out in a while. He's coming.
Yeah, all right then. You know, that's it. All right. Yeah, take care of yourself.
Can't say I liked you very much, Willis. You weren't as much trouble as some of the others.
What you want me to say, man?
Yeah, I'm just trying to be nice. Now, the warden will be up in a couple of minutes, and it's really gonna happen this time. Bon appetit.
Can he see you?
What?
Can you see her?
You must be tripping.
Talk to your son, Willis. When you need me, I'll be here.
Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for what?
You know that white lady been hanging around, Monica? She told me she's an angel. Damn thing is, I think she is. Straight from God.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
'Cause see, I seen one before, and I didn't listen to her. And now, look, Luther, son.
And I'm not your son no more.
Yes, you are. You are. Listen to me. You're my son. And I gotta tell you something, and you gotta tell your little brother. Those stripes I got here are ones you think make me so hard. I got him running away from a gangster I couldn't put down because I was scared. He turned around and got me before I could get him. Angels tried to tell me to get out there, but I didn't listen.
Thought you said it was one angel.
There was one. At first. It looked like a sister. Then there was this other one. White dude hanging around. Could never figure why he never got put out till I realized what he was. Angel of death, Luther. Tell me something. Who did pull that trigger? You sorry?
I'm sorry that those kids don't have no father. 'Cause I know how that feels.
It's funny. I ain't scared no more.
Thought you never was scared.
It's a lie from the pit of hell, son. We all scared.
Ready, Willis?
I am now. Johnson, I want to say goodbye to my friend here, please. Next time you meet an angel, you listen. Yeah. You see him, Luther? The dude in white, you see him?
God can be with you tonight, or not.
Show me the way to go home.
Let's go, Willis.
Let me know if I have any other stops to make tonight.
I think your father's going to die in peace now. It's too bad he couldn't live that way.
Who cares about him anyway?
You do. You won't admit it, but you loved him. That's why his betrayal hurt so much. And it filled you with so much bitterness and hatred that you can't love anyone else. As a matter of fact, Luther, you've become just like him.
I ain't nothing like that loser.
No. How many promises have you broken to Samuel? Samuel never had a father. All he had was you, his big brother.
I took care of my little brother.
And who's taking care of him now? And the man you killed? Who's taking care of his family, huh? You know, I have listened to you now for days, and I have learned some of your language. In the hood, in the set, a cop is a one-time, chips or money, stealing his jacking. And yes, it's all very impressive, you with your secret codes and your dead homies. But where has it gotten you, Luther? Into this room, alone, where you will spend the rest of your life with no one. No one, that is, except God. God, who is doing his best, trying to take care of you, just as he is taking care of the victims whose lives you have shattered. And I don't care if you bother to come up with some fancy word for him too, because he's still God, and he loves you. But he cannot and will not let you out of here because of what you have done. But he will stay with you, Luther. And he will stay with your little brother too, if you'll just let him. Your body may be in prison, but your soul doesn't have to be.
What did you mean by about Samuel?
Samuel loves you, Luther. But right now, he's holding the gun that Dre gave him. As a matter of fact, he's going to murder someone in a few minutes.
Well, you gotta go stop him. You can't let him go out like that.
Only you can do that.
How?
By loving him enough to tell him the truth.
Are you really an angel? Then I'm listening. Sam?
Luther? What are you doing here? How'd you get out?
It looks real good out here, man.
It's a pit.
No matter how bad it may seem, it's freedom, Sam. You hear me, man? And I don't want to see you kicking that to the curb for nothing.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? This, man. It's wrong. It's a mistake, man. I don't want to see you making no mistakes like me, man. Do not be like me.
But you're down, Luther.
So what, man? I killed the man. He dead. He gone. His baby sit up at night crying. I swear to God, I wish I'd have never done it.
So that's how you got out of jail, man? Selling out your honor and your respect?
Yo, it ain't no pride or no honor in shooting a man in the back.
Man, come on, little Sam. Evidently your brother done punked out on us.
Sam, you ever wonder why Dre got out and I got sent to the row? We did that job together. You ever wonder why Dre didn't get no time, man?
Sam, he's just messing with your head.
'Cause he turned on me. That's right, you turned on me.
He's woofing, man.
Man, I hid that gun good. But after they come talk to Dre, the cops go right to it.
Sam, they would have found that gun anyway, man.
He was your road dog.
No, Sam, that's not it, man. That ain't the answer, Sam. Listen to me, Sam. Believe me when I tell you, they got a home right next to mine starting tomorrow. If you pull that trigger, you better believe it's gonna be yours, man.
That's the way it is.
No, that ain't the way it is, man. Listen to me. Sam, listen, you gotta do something nobody in our family has ever done, man. Live. Live to be old, man. I love you. I love you, man. I love you, man.
You look like you could use a friend.
I thought I was alone.
Oh, there's always somebody here. Might help to talk about it.
The father of my sons just died a few minutes ago.
I know. But your prayers for him were not in vain.
My prayers are running out. My Luther's gonna end up just like his daddy. And one night I'm gonna be sitting here again. Sitting here waiting for midnight to strike.
But it doesn't have to be that way with Samuel.
No. But that's just the way it is. Samuel wants to be with his gang. Every time he walks out that door, he just breaks my heart.
Don't let your heart break. Let it change.
It's too late. It's nobody left. Not even my little Sammy.
You've got a choice too, you know. Choose to believe that God will never leave your son nor forsake him. Believe that as long as he lives, he will have a choice. And believe that God will show him the right choice to make every day. And then pray that Samuel will listen. Mama?
I'm right here, baby.
All right. What about the light in the glove compartment?
It's brand new. Hey, you ready?
I listened. I tried to understand his language.
Yes, you did. You heard what Luther had to say, and he heard you.
He's 16 and he'll be locked up for the rest of his life. Why does it have to be that way for some people?
It doesn't. Now, God may move in mysterious ways, but the ways of people are the biggest mysteries of all. We can't change their past, but the good news is they can change where they're going, and so can Luther. Now get in the car, let's go.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Oh, now that sounds more like it.
Well, I threw in a couple of extra cylinders while I was at it. That's okay, isn't it?
You're a good angel, boy. All right, here we go. dust, dust, and more dust. We start out with dust, we end up with dust. And in between, people go through the dust trying to find out how old it is and what it really means. We're gonna be kind of like archaeologists this time too, Angel Girl. Gonna help people sift out what to keep and what to leave behind.
Fascinating. The story of 1,000 years and a handful of dirt.
It's just what got me hooked. When I was a kid, I loved reading people's diaries. Don't tell my wife. And one day I realized that archaeology is like reading people's diaries. It's just what's written in bits of clay. Well, right then I knew I'd found my profession.
Learning to read all this is going to be very exciting.
Unless you'd rather be reading the Boston Globe. Boston.
6 more weeks, Roseanne.
Yeah, I can buy back issues when we get home. So, does this look like an ancient Native American campsite to you, Monica?
Well, maybe a few more feet in it will.
Oh, she'll do fine. She's starting to sound like you.
I don't know, Prof. We could be almost a quarter mile off here.
Hey, Dylan, did you use the legends of your people to locate this site?
No. State-of-the-art high-frequency sonograms, carbon dating, charcoal residue analysis. We have the technology.
Hey, remember, Dylan, this is her first week. Took my last research assistant a month to tell the difference between charcoal residue and coffee grounds. Speaking of coffee...
It's coming, Prof.
Hey, Shanele!
What?
Zeta?
What's he doing here?
I don't know.
How are you going to handle this?
I mean, he's come all this way. I've got to at least hear him out.
You're always hearing him out, Henry. But nothing's going to change until you start listening. I'm staying out of this. It's up to you this time.
Roseanne.
Zeta!
Do you know what Zeta means?
Yeah, it means grandfather in Yiddish. He must be very hot in that suit.
Well, if love can keep you warm, it can keep you cool.
Zeta, my God, what are you doing here?
Whoa! Oh, boy. Hey, what a schlep.
You okay? How'd you get here?
It ain't far, the bus driver tells me. By him, it ain't far. By me, believe me, it's a schlep.
Anyone know you're here? Why'd you let me know?
Full of questions, as always, huh, Boychik? Listen, you got water?
Yeah.
I'd like a nice glass of water.
This is a very special place, baby. There's a history lesson waiting to be unearthed. What has happened here and what is going to happen here has to be sifted through. And we're going to have to do it together, and we're going to have to do it very, very carefully, or we could miss the most precious discovery of all. When you walk down the road, heavy burden, heavy load, I will rise and I will walk with you. I'll walk with you till the sun don't even shine. Walk with you every time. I tell you, I'll walk with you. Walk with you. Believe me, I'll walk with you.
It's been a long time, Zeta.
Yes, a long time.
Frankly, I didn't expect to hear from you.
So, this is how you live? For this, you went to college?
For years and years. To dig, Zeta, an archaeological dig.
They pay you to dig up sand? Oh, you must need money. Here, come on.
No.
No. Look, I got it. Here, come on,
Hey,
take.
Hey, Zeta, you haven't changed. I missed you. You look good. You're gonna outlive all of us.
Baruch Hashem.
Bless God, indeed. And a good day it is for it, too.
You have Hebrew-speaking Irish people working for you?
This is my research assistant, Monica. Monica, this is Sam Moskowitz.
Ah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Please join us here.
Thank you.
You know, he's a very important man.
Zeta.
You're working for a great scientist, my grandson.
Oh, this is Dylan New Eagle. He's a student intern, but he's a great scientist in his own right. My grandfather has decided to honor us with a visit, a short visit.
Welcome to the archaeological site of something historic. We don't know what it is. So far, we found this.
Oh, if I'd known there was going to be a group, I would have brought an assortment.
A mezuzah. I don't have a door to hang it on.
Oh, you'll pin it on your tent.
What is it?
A mezuzah. It has a tiny scroll inside with a prayer. It blesses the home.
Hey, they must have very good schools in Ireland.
Well, where I come from, they teach you a little bit about everything.
Sam, come on, I'll show you around.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Henry, I would like to see Roseanne.
Well, you know she loves you, but she thinks that you and I should talk without her.
I should talk. You should listen.
Yeah, she says that too, but...
Oh, she did. She's a smart lady. I always liked Roseanne.
What?
Oh, Henry, it was never personal. Well, so show me around.
Well, there's something going on there. I wonder what the story is.
What is it?
There's a guy waving out there.
You see someone up there?
Yeah, don't you? That guy's... Oh, it must have been a mirage. Wow, this desert's dangerous. I'm gonna get some water.
Navajo lived here for centuries. And about 100 years ago, this little community died out. We don't know why.
Disease, perhaps. Or maybe a hard winter.
Whatever it was complete and final.
Maybe they all just stopped talking to each other. That could finish off a family pretty fast.
Roseanne! Roseanne!
Oh. How you doing, Sam?
Well, for the shape I'm in pretty good shape. Hey, Roseanne,
Yeah?
you see what Henry's doing? He's saving out the wood and the metal, just like the junkyard. He's in the family business after all, your husband.
No, Zeta, I'm not. What I do here has nothing to do with the family. When did you decide to acknowledge that we were husband and wife, huh?
Hey, wait a minute. What did I say?
Look, I'm not going to start this all over again. Monica, can you take my truck and drive my grandfather back to the city, please? You have a return ticket, Zeta?
Henry, this is not the way to do this.
What is this?
What?
This is a piece of cloth. Where was this?
Right here.
Navajo stopped making this design around 1890.
Henry, don't change the subject. How can you pack him off like that?
You heard him starting again. First with the family and the family business, then the crack about your husband. Before you know it, we'll be right back into it.
He wasn't starting anything. He's proud of you. And he called you my husband because you are, and maybe he's ready to accept that.
I'm not going to get back into it with him.
Maybe he doesn't want to. Henry, he's holding out an olive branch here. He came all the way to the desert where you couldn't ignore him. I think maybe he wants to forgive you.
I don't want his forgiveness. I don't need to be forgiven. My family turned their back on me. Have you forgotten what they put us through?
No, I haven't forgotten, and I'm not saying that that didn't hurt, but Henry, I also realized that that had absolutely nothing to do with me. Sam just wanted what was best for you, and he couldn't believe that a Catholic girl from Boston was it.
So he disowned me.
You dared him to disown you, and he was just stubborn enough to do it. It runs in the family, by the way. Oh, honey. This isn't about being married to a Catholic. Your marrying me was just your final blow for independence.
I love you. I love you, Roseanne, and I always have.
Henry, you better come out here.
Austin, Edison will speak for us.
My grandfather gave this to me. Oh, let me see that.
Zeta.
Oh, it's a beauty. Finer than anything you'll dig up here.
I'm not here to dig up jewelry. I'm here digging up history. To enrich our understanding of your people and of this land.
How can you tell me of this land when you have not lived here as my people have? I see one Navajo face. What are you doing here?
Getting my archaeology credit.
This is your land?
No, I live in Phoenix.
Austin Edison, this place has so much to tell us about your people. There's a mystery here. Something happened here, in this place. And we don't know what it was.
He's always asking questions, this boy. My grandfather, Shiche, always told me about the troubled spirits here. The inn. Spirits. They should not be disturbed. You must stop this dig. If you stay, your spirit will become troubled. It is wrong to disturb this place. It is dangerous. It is not your right to be here.
I'm not gonna argue with you. I have my dig permit, and I have a perfectly legal right to be here.
Government permits, government legal rights have always been used as a shield for cowards.
I beg your pardon?
All right, everybody, hold it. A big smile now.
Oh, that's gonna be a nice one. Wait till they see that back home.
So, you're a professional photographer.
Well, not exactly. Actually, I just developed an interest for photography very recently. Very recently.
Oh, yeah? What's that button there for?
Which one?
This very technical-looking button.
Oh, that button. That's the button for the thing that adjusts the part that changes things when you snap it. It's very complicated equipment. But I couldn't think of another place to try it other than this desert. This very hot, dry, hot desert. Well, if you'll excuse me, I feel an inspiration coming on. Hot, dry desert.
Roseanne? I can't find her anywhere.
Roseanne? Oh, she left this for you.
She left this for me?
Yeah, she got a ride out with the water truck.
Roseanne, she's gone?
She had some business in Boston.
Sam, do you want beans tartare, beans primavera, or beans a la Henry?
Beans.
Don't think about it too much, Sam.
With pork?
I don't know.
Well, you should know.
Makes no difference to me.
Well, to me, it makes. It should make a difference to you, too.
Give me a break, okay? All that religious stuff don't work for me.
It works for God. That's not enough.
It's a closed subject, okay?
Look, what are you talking? You spend every day digging for dead things. But every shard, every artifact brings the past to life, you say, huh? So, keeping kosher, saying Hebrew by rote, what's that?
Empty ritual.
Empty? Empty? This is what you call your heritage. This is what you call your people?
I'm an archaeologist, not a Jew.
Henry. Henry, listen to me. I'm an old man, Henry. My family is like broken china. I would like to see it put back together before it's too late.
My wife is my family. And she's gone.
Look, after your parents died, did you say Kaddish for them?
Did you come all the way out here to get me to say Kaddish for my parents?
No. I came here to ask you to say Kaddish for me.
What's a Kaddish?
The Jewish prayer for the dead. Sam wants Henry to say it.
For whom?
For Sam. He's dying.
Excuse me.
I overheard Sam asking you to say Kaddish for him. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't be. He's not dying. He's not dying.
You know, back there, it's not so pretty. Such tourists it gives me. You know, for my Zeta, this would be forbidden. Yes, he was very frum, orthodox. Outside of marriage, you didn't touch a woman. Because for me, I don't follow that tradition. Things change. The world changes.
Maybe Henry will too.
Henry? Henry has a problem of doing anything that makes sense. He can't imagine that anyone's ever been there before, that everybody's done it before, that anyone has lived before, that they have loved before. No. He can only imagine that somebody has made pottery and blankets before. It's not me that Henry is mad at, you know. It's God.
God?
Yeah. Authority figures make him crazy. He hates the fact that there's somebody out there running things who's bigger, smarter, knows all the answers. So, of course, he can't see God, but he can see me, so he takes it out on his Zeta.
Did you know that the highest form of respect for the Navajo is to call someone grandfather? In fact, some tribes even address God as grandfather.
God? As grandfather? I like that. Oh, excuse me.
Get any good pictures, huh?
What's that teeny tiny technical button? You pull a stunt like that again, that halo's coming down around your neck.
I got you going, though, didn't I?
So, Tess, did you see Andrew out there?
No, but I heard he was coming.
And Sam really is dying.
The angel of death has many jobs, baby. Sometimes it's to bring us good news, and sometimes it's to bring us bad news. Now, did Dylan see Andrew?
Yes, I think he did.
Look at that. A Navajo tribal elder meets a New York tribal elder. Now that ought to be good.
Thank you. I'm walking on stilts for legs here. Oh, I'm telling you. After 70, it's creks.
Uphill, one walks slowly. Downhill, One rolls fast.
That's right. Aroif klettert man pavolje. Aru kollet man sich schnell. It's Yiddish, a dying language.
Like Navajo. You know, I was a code talker during the war. 28th Marines. That was the last time the world heard us.
I heard about you boys. Sure, you sent secret messages in Navajo all over the Pacific. The Japanese couldn't break the code. Well, I wish I could have seen their faces trying to figure you guys out.
Our language served this country, and it serves our people. But the children, they're beginning to forget our ways and our language.
Well, my Henry hasn't forgotten. He just doesn't want to know.
Perhaps if he learned to understand the ways of his people, maybe, just maybe, he will appreciate the ways of ours.
Appreciates? Well, he already appreciates. What do you think he's doing here in this desert?
I am afraid to find out.
Your grandfather's coming back.
Of course he is.
Looks like the Navajos have settled in for the long haul.
Great. Just great. Well, they can't stay there forever. Can they?
They're gonna do what they have to do.
Dylan, do you think we have any right to be here?
I don't know.
Hey!
What is it?
I don't know what to make of it. It's a bullet.
Dylan, come here.
Single shot Springfield? Army issue, late 1860s. What's it doing here?
Hey, Henry, are you in a mess? Your Zeta is dying, and the Indians are resisting out there.
Native American Navajo, Zeta. They're demonstrating peacefully, hopefully briefly, and you are not dying.
All right. All right, you can't handle the truth. I understand. It's a lot to take in. But that Hastin, you should listen to him. He's not so different from us, you know. I say something in Yiddish, he says the same thing in Navajo. Yeah, Dylan, your people have a saying. The crop is worth more than the seed.
My grandfather used to say that about his children.
Ah, so the interest is worth more than the principal. I used to say that to Henry all the time. You know, the worst thing about dying is knowing that you'll never see your grandchildren again. Even though you hardly ever saw them when you were alive. Even though you disowned them for a little while. But missed them and you saw them again before you died.
Sam, are you all right?
Did you think about it, Henry? Saying Kaddish for me?
No, I didn't, because you're not dying, and I don't speak Hebrew anymore.
I didn't think so, so I brought along a little prayer book so you could start practicing.
No, Zeta. Don't try this act on me, because it's not going to work. Don't come here and try and guilt me into religion, okay? I don't want your prayer book. I don't want your mezuzah. I don't want your God.
Grandfather, are you a ghost? I don't understand you. I don't speak Navajo that well anymore.
He wants you to listen, Dylan. You've forgotten about this place, I guess. Your grandfather brought you here when you were a boy, and he walked around those rock formations outside. And he told you something that he wanted you to remember. He passed on to you the truth about this place. And he placed it in your heart, Dylan, for safekeeping. And it is time for you to remember what this place is and what it means to the Navajo. And what it means to you, Dylan.
Now, how do you get this to taste like cappuccino without a cappuccino maker?
Oh, it's just a little desert survival technique I picked up along the way. Of course, nobody actually needs decaf mocha latte to survive, but it makes surviving so much nicer.
Oh, no. They've gone too far. Okay, move. Move. I said move.
Henry, you can't.
Austin Edison. May I speak with you alone?
You are speaking alone.
All right. Well, then we can talk right here.
That's right, talk. I'll kibitz a little.
It's taken me 3 years to get my dig permit. I am not going to stop this excavation because of some story your grandfather told you.
For me, my grandfather's words are more than just some story.
See? Someone still thinks the grandparents count for something.
Zeta, stay out of it. See, you should have taken him back when you could.
He wanted to stay.
Who are you working for here, him or me?
Well, actually...
Henry, there's something I need to tell you. Excuse me.
Is it some secret Navajo password that'll make them leave?
Not exactly.
All right, well, I've got one.
Henry.
Okay, listen, people. I'm not interested in your spirits, and I'm not interested in your instincts about this place. As a matter of fact, if you would leave me alone, I just might find something that would substantiate all of your spiritual hunches.
Our spirits don't need the white man's science to tell us this place is sacred.
My science needs something better than that. Now, if you're not out of here by tomorrow morning, I'm coming back with help, more workers, and we'll just tear this place up right out from under you. You wish you never heard from me.
We already do.
Okay, guys, let's go. Oh, man. Should have seen this coming. Monica.
Sometimes things can be sacred to someone, Henry, even if they're not sacred to you. Maybe this is one of those times.
Henry, how would you feel if somebody burned our temple?
This is not a temple. This is an old campground, for God's sake.
How do you know?
Dylan tells me you found a bullet.
Great, yes. Yes, I did. And that changes everything, I guess.
You should understand these things, Henry. You should have respect. Oh, son-in-law. You are a disappointment.
Well, there's a news flash. My God, Zeta. You want to know from disappointment? Let me tell you. You and your religious crap. Eat this, wear that, don't eat this, say that. It's got nothing to do with me.
That is your history.
That's your history. You can keep it. The only history I'm interested in is right here. This is all I care about. And here you are, again, trying to stop me from doing what I want. Well, this time I disown you, Zeta. You are out of my life as of now. I want you gone by tomorrow morning.
Ah, what a beautiful night. It feels good. Everybody gathered around the campfire.
Not everybody.
Well, the night's not over yet.
It is a good fire, my young friend.
Thanks.
Fire guards and gathers us together.
It makes me feel like singing. Down in the valley so low. Hang your head over, hear the wind blow.
That's a good idea. Let's hear the wind blow for just a minute. Where's Monica? She had some work to do. This is good. Do you pick the herbs yourself?
No, it's Red Zinger. I get it at my local market.
No, I had this dream last night.
Dreams carry great power. Tell me about your dream.
Well, I dreamt of my grandfather, and he told me of when I was young, and he took me to a place of red rocks. And when we got there, he told me a story that his grandfather told him. Once there was a village there. Then Kit Carson moved his men against the Navajo. They burned the fields, burned the orchards, burned the hogans. Carson's men used single-shot Springfields to kill resistors. They dumped the bodies in a cave and sealed it up.
There's truth in dreams and in old men. Too many massacres have happened on this land. The walls of Canyon de Chelly are stained with our people's blood. Most of our Navajo Nation were rounded up here and force-marched over 300 miles to Bosque Redondo in New Mexico. Hundreds died on that long walk, and many more at Bosque Redondo.
It was like a concentration camp.
Whole families perished. Men, women, and the children.
I think this is the place. The bullets, the pieces of cloth, the child's moccasin. People died here. Children died here.
Both of our people have survived Holocausts.
We survive, yes. Because we got children to grow. For them, we find what is still beautiful in the world.
It is all beautiful, my friend. We have a song, and it says, "May the house be beautiful within. May the house be beautiful without. At the doorway, where our mother the earth holds my house in her palm, may it be beautiful. In beauty may I walk."
You know, every Passover of my life, I always said, next year in Jerusalem, next year in the holy city. But now that I'm an altar cocker, I see every place can be holy.
Justine Edison. I've always dreamed of becoming an archaeologist. But how can I dig if the Navajo believe that everything is sacred? If I can't dig, I can't prove the existence of sacred sites. It will all lie buried under dust. And I value the Navajo history. I want the world to know about my people.
There is a balance, and we will find it together. We must.
Excuse me. I gotta find a handshake, too.
Son-in-law. Henry. Henry. Henry.
Coming for to carry me.
Henry? Henry!
Swing low. Swing low, sweet, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet, sweet chariot. Coming for to carry me home.
God, I got a question. Before I die, I want my little Henry to embrace me again. But more importantly, I want him to embrace you again. How do I do that, God? I don't know anymore. Where are the words? Tell me, please. Tell me what I should do.
What if he says do nothing?
I was just having a little conversation here. So far, I wasn't getting an answer.
Well, maybe you are right now.
Oh, what am I getting, cataracts now?
No, now you're seeing just fine. I'm an angel, Sam.
Of course, I should have known. Sure, you come into the desert, you see a burning bush. Angel, you came here to tell me about my son-in-law, huh? All right. Please tell me, how can I bring him back to God?
That's not your job to reconcile your grandson and God. That's between God and Henry.
What, you're telling me I came all the way out here for nothing? I'm a failure?
Oh, no, you're not a failure, not in the sight of God. You've been a good and faithful man. You've raised both your children and your grandchildren, the way the book of Proverbs says. Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he's older, he'll not depart from it. God said that, Sam. And it will happen, whether you're there to see it or not.
God said this? He said this to you personally?
From his lips to my ears.
Baruch Hashem. Angel, it's been very nice, but I have to go now. God and Henry, they can make their own reunion. But first, Henry and me, we have to make ours.
Henry. Henry.
I'm gonna die down here. Somebody help me.
Son-in-law! Henry! Zeta, is that you? Oh, I'm coming. Oh, Henry, I'm coming, son. Henry!
Zeta! Thank God. I have so much to tell you.
Come on, take my hand. I used to have the strength of a lion. God, give me that strength now.
Zeta, are you okay?
The pain.
What?
Forget it. I'll pull you up.
No, Zeta! Zeta! No!
No.
Believe it or not, that's a good start. You hate God, that God loves you, but at least you're talking.
Monica? How did you get...
I could get here because I'm an angel.
An angel?
Sent by God. An answer to Sam's prayer. And an answer to yours.
It's just not what I prayed for. You see, now I can't make my peace with him. It's too late. It's too late. I can't do it.
Yes, you can. Because the peace your Zeta prayed for was not peace with him, but with God. It is not faith in your fathers that survives from generation to generation, but the faith of your fathers. And it lives here now. And it's yours to grasp, Henry. It's the real help in times of trouble. It's the legacy that Sam has left you, and the gift that God has given you. For where there is faith, it is never too late.
I don't know how to show that faith.
Yes, you do. It's a gift God gave to his people. The Kaddish.
So this is what it's like, huh? Well, it's not as bad as I thought.
It is beautiful. I'm Andrew.
You're the angel of death. You're so young.
Oh, I'm older than you think.
A young fella comes for me. Hey, you know something? You're in collections, too. Sure. We're both in the junk business.
That's a good one.
This is where I heard it. It was right there.
Henry! Grab my arm, please.
Sam would want a simple burial. As quickly as possible. That's the Jewish way.
It's the Navajo way, too.
It is an honor to share this sacred burial grounds with you.
Thank you. I was wrong.
I know that was hard for you to say.
That's the right thing to say. And as far as my work is concerned, there's my dig permit. I have learned that this is a sacred place. I wish to honor all the people who died here. Ashes to ashes.
Do you know what it means in English, Kaddish?
No.
It's a prayer that praises God by saying that God is above all praise.
I thought it was a prayer for the dead.
It's a prayer for the living. A gift of peace to help you carry on.
This was Sam's prayer book.
It's yours now.
I'm not a Jew, but that never bothered Sam. He is a good man. He loves the Creator. We are honored to have him here. Wherever you walk, may it be beautiful, my brother. Shalom, Sam. I'll go in there.
V'yishkadal v'yishkadash. Shmei Rabbah, Balma, Divra, Chiruse, V'yamlech Malchuse, V'cha ye chod, Uvyo mechod, Uvacha techal bes Yisrael. Barakla, Uvishman, Koriv, V'imra, Amen. Yachei Shma, Rabbah,
Barak,
Amfara,
Hashem.
Ulme, Almaya, Yab Chara,
Amen.